Hey, before we get into the intro, big, super 4th of July. Happy birthday, Chewy.
Happy birthday, Chewy.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Chewy.
Chewy, it's your birthday.
Ya pasó.
Happy birthday, Chewy.
What's that, Chewy? 21?
24.
Yeah,
We're gonna do the bean
21
version.
for the 50th time.
Oh man, yeah. Happy birthday, Chewy, dude. Every year it goes pretty.
I don't know where
Every
it
year
goes.
we get Chewy drunk.
Yeah.
Do you remember last year?
Oh,
I
man.
never know
Hey, what'd you
where
guys
it
do?
goes.
I saw you guys were in Manhattan, right?
Oh, what didn't we do?
What didn't we do?
It started in Carson, then Hermosa.
Started at the Dignity.
Yeah,
It started
Carson.
at the Dignity.
and then it started at. Then it went to Buffalo
Buffalo.
Wild Wings, and then it went to Sharky's. And no, then it
Oh,
went
good
to a
thing I stayed
parking
away.
lot.
Then it went to a parking lot next to a
Then
tennis court.
Then it went to Sharky's, and then it went to a nice apartment with a nice view.
Mhm.
I don't remember that.
And then from there, it's a blur. Welcome to News Across the Galaxy, where we talk all things LA Galaxy. As always, with me to my left, I have Bryant. To my right, Spenny. And back again, Tony.
That is me.
And the ones and twos, Chuyaso, the birthday boy.
What up, what up?
And over there in that little screen, practicing social distancing, unlike us, Bad Bunny himself.
Bad buddy,
Angel.
baby. Perfect.
It was okay. Not perfect.
You tried.
I think you're just a hater, though.
Nah, maybe. But
Ooh, he's
Nah,
trying.
honestly, I'm sad though that I can't be there with you guys.
We
I
get it.
was. I am
get it.
sad. I'm really sad right now. You guys know this. I mean, you guys are getting messages from me at 5 a.m. So. Yeah.
it was more like it was your birthday, huh? Not yours.
Hey, you up?
Yeah, true.
So, well, let's get to Chew's birthday. The way it started, actually, we went to the Galaxy send-off. Their, I guess, unique send-off.
Yeah.
You know, with what's going on now. We'll be honest. You know, we have a certain group message. Group message. We're talking how this was going to be weak. And I love my Galaxy, but I hope it's the last time in history we got to do something like that. Chewy was there with me. And, I mean, I don't know if do you guys see anything on social media?
Well, I saw the stories that you have posted on our social media, News Across the Galaxy, follow us on Instagram. It was better than I expected, to be honest. It didn't look.
yeah.
It wasn't something like I would have wanted to hype up, but it looked better than what I expected.
Yeah, from all the videos that I saw, straight up, dude, like, what more could you expect with other than the conditions that we have, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was exactly what we wanted, I guess. Because all we could do, you know?
I think it was more for the players either way. You know, it was better for them to just see that anybody was willing to show up. And from the videos I saw, I mean, people were making noise, both with the cars, outside of the cars, on their roofs.
Yeah.
They were still excited for you.
Yeah, and that's important for the players, saying that they still have support from the fans.
I mean, that's one big shout out I'll give us to the fans. I remember me and Chewy we're trying to like figure out how many cars there were, and we're like, hey, let's average like 2 fans per car.
Mhm.
There's a lot of cars out there, dude, for like what it was, especially. But you're talking about like how it could have been better. That's another thing. We had a lot of time, by the way, to sit in that car and figure out.
What I'm saying is, for what it was, I thought it was pretty cool.
I mean, what did you want? You wanted the hot dog people to be
So-
walking by
No, no,
in Lotero or something?
No,
Okay.
they're probably por lo menos. No, but like easy little things. Just prop 2 fucking speakers in the front, right, and play music.
Yeah.
Have the Star Squad come out first.
Yeah.
Some, you know.
That would have been
Because
cool.
Cosmo came out, like, have the Star Squad come out with, like, shirts or bullshit, you know,
Yeah.
little things. Yeah.
Instead, we got fucking Merced and Malter coming car to car. Say what's up?
Hey, these guys are cool, man.
Yeah, they are, but you know, they don't look as great in those Star Squad uniforms than some other people do. You know what I mean?
Look, it looked cool online. I guess to wait that long for something to happen for a couple of minutes doesn't work for you guys, but it looked cool.
Oh,
yeah,
they-
cool.
I forgot
That's
they had a
like
drone.
Disneyland. That's what people do at Disneyland.
Yeah,
What
bro.
the fuck?
I'll tell
You,
you.
you go to Disneyland, you wait those stupid ass lines, you wait on the line for an hour, and then you're on the ride for 10 seconds. It's the dumbest shit ever. The stupidest shit ever.
But people still go.
But have
So,
you been
yeah.
on Space Mountain?
How many times did you go last year?
As you.
I don't know. Are you asking me?
Yeah. How many times did you end up going last
Probably
year?
like once, twice. I hate Disneyland.
Fuck,
So-
me too.
There's that.
Fake ass happiness.
Well, you wanted kids.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
But you wanted kids.
No, but yeah, me and Chewy actually, I think, and actually, Crazy Angel, me us and Rudy was like diagonal from us.
Oh, yeah, we didn't see him.
Which were the best spots, like for the whole thing, because we were where the players turned, so we got to see the most of it.
Yeah.
And even then, it was like, literally the highlight was that idiot showing up with his car with the LA sticker and the
Shout out to the
window.
dude that fucking posted that sticker on that.
That angered me. What the hell? Like, why?
Nah.
like,
Why did it?
The funniest thing is
They want to say bye to daddy.
the funniest thing is like that's where the turn was. So like nobody got to see it till we got to see it first.
Yeah,
the turn. And then I started honking, right? And then Rudy was in front of us, and this other dude that we've met before, I'm sorry, I forget his name, but he was just his dog with him, that guy. Dude, he turned, right? And then we see the sticker, and I look at Chewy, like, look, and Chewy's honk. So I started honking, and everyone's looking at us like, hey, like, no, turn around.
Look the other way.
Yeah, and that started the whole commotion, dude. And then, of course, everyone in the back is honking too, not knowing what's happening. Yeah, dude.
Fuck that guy.
Hey, you love causing commotions, huh? I mean, first you're cooler and now this. God damn, dog.
I don't know, man.
I'll
But
touch
I think
promotion.
they asked for it. They asked for it.
Yeah, dude. How the fuck are you gonna go to your rival's fucking send off? Like, who are you really there to see?
Like, I hope that's your dad's car, man, or something. You know, like, fuck.
Spanish.
I would, you know what would suck? I would feel so bad. Well, not so bad, but it would suck. Like he's like just desperate to get there, and like you needed a car to get there, and he borrowed like.
That would suck.
And I would feel like an asshole, like you know he got all this
Nah,
shit.
but then again, he'd be like, hell yeah, somebody fucking corrected that stupid ass sticker that happened
Oh,
to
that's true. And it's like he could drop it on somebody else.
Yeah, but
Here's
like,
Dad,
I would have
here's your
come out.
car.
Yeah, would have come out of the truck real quick, like with my jersey and everything. No, it's borrowed. Yeah, fuck this place.
I fixed your car, Dad.
Well, talking about stupid shit. So the Galaxy pretty much announced that they have sleeve sponsors.
Ya van a empezar. Ya van a empezar.
Not one, but two. I
Two.
mean, do we even count one of them?
Nah, dude. It's
still
like
related to
one.
their-
It's one B.
1B
Yeah, it's 1A, 1B.
and then
Same
two.
thing. Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, if you haven't seen, the Galaxy will be rocking Herbalife, that pyramid scam, and then Dignity Health
Right.
on the sleeves.
Dignity Health, I believe, is on the right, and then it's a 24, like a 24
24 hour,
shape.
the Herbalife 24.
It's no, it says Herbalife 24 on it because it's
Okay.
the sports version of Herbalife.
See, that's why you're here, fool. I didn't know that. Now,
exactly.
now
I didn't know that either.
Listen, it's me. What do you expect? Come on.
oh, we're talking to an Herbalife athlete. I forgot.
Nah,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, exactly.
How much did you
My name may
How much did
may
your
or may
Thea
not
get you for
check
all those
deny that I am
protein
Cristiano
shakes and shit?
What's that?
How much did your Thea get you for all those protein shakes and shit? She sold
yeah,
you.
she got me quite a bit. we had a conversation like this, I think, on Friday night with some of the guys in our clicky chat, ACB clicky chat.
Yeah.
And I brought this. Well, Rudy brought this up, and we were talking about that, about our Theas and all that shit, about how Herbalife, basically took advantage of our peeps.
Basically.
Yeah. But we said, fuck it though. As long as they're paying for our team, fuck it. It's.
It makes
no sacrifice.
It makes
no
sense.
sacrifice.
It makes sense though. It's so Galaxy taking over, taking advantage of our peeps. I mean, did you guys want Chicha in the beginning?
I
mean, I'm not gonna say no.
And that's crazy though. They got two spots on the same jersey.
yeah. Why would you do that? They didn't even leave the MLS patch on, right? Like they just put the
Well,
sponsors.
I don't know how this is gonna work. So here's the interesting thing. Like I was trying to read about it right now, and I trying to find out how many years and stuff. But it's like they're just like it keeps like phrasing it like as they're just gonna rock it for the tournament.
That's clean.
Which you know what, dude? If that's the case, that's a big dick move. Hey, we'll sell you.
Well, it
just
makes
to-
sense because listen, again, it's what I said before we got started here. It probably is to get some money, right? Because I'm sure financially a lot of these clubs are hurting, right? And MLS is probably like, listen, here's a chance for you guys to make some extra money or to recoup something to pay your employees or whatever, right? Whatever the reason is, you can do with that money. But it's more money they're getting from sponsorship. So even if it's a short-term thing, that's fine. It's not a big deal. At least to me, I don't mind one bit.
I don't know if they're getting money, but I think it's a way of putting value to the money that they put into you already. Because look at the sponsors. It's Dignity Sports Park, so they don't get any kind of shout out because there's no home games. So now you're putting them on blast on your shoulder. So I don't know if they're getting more money. Same thing with Herbalife. You're not selling jerseys. You don't have people, seeing your logo on TV. So Put you another patch.
It makes sense, man. It makes sense, dude. Because I mean,
Everybody's just trying to cover the contracts. Right
yeah,
now.
dude. Yeah, I mean, and
You
I
gotta
think,
honor the
honestly, I think Galaxy are doing pretty good on that, dude. Because I think they're thinking outside of the box as far as everybody else is not doing those moves.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, like what we were talking about earlier, who else do you think had a send off? You know, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
You know, we got
I
something
can't
awesome.
confirm that apparently someone else is copying our little send off.
Ya van a empezar también.
I got a
Toma
message
mierda.
right before we got started here talking about Jonathan Malter. I got a message from Jonathan Malter, and I thought it was the funniest shit ever.
Right? Tell us, talk it.
If you could say.
Oh, it's just Chivas USA doing their typical copy and paste thing. They see us do something.
Wait, I thought they were
scratch
original. I thought they were originals though.
Listen, allegedly, right? Can't confirm or
They're
deny.
from
You know what?
LA, bro.
You know what? I had
Self-proclaimed.
I had somebody tell me a lie, and I'm gonna leave it alone because they're crumbling inside. They're going through a Me Too right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's put it
Yeah,
that
yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah.
It's pretty ugly over there, so let's leave them alone.
But the serious thing is.
You know what? This is nag news, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just let it go.
But I'm not surprised,
As far,
motherfucker.
as far as the sponsorship, a big dick move would have been like if they got a new
Chanchos on
sponsor,
them.
like a new sponsor,
Chanchos,
like
bro.
McDonald's or something, all of a sudden. But I
Start
think
looking like a NASCAR.
I think it's just that. I think they're just paying dividends to their contracts with these
That'd be-
these brands that are already supposed to be exposed by them.
That'd be pretty
Yeah.
tight though. Like Tony was saying, and what you
Hey,
just
Spenny, you're
touched on.
smart.
But imagine like they're it's the Galaxy has a plan. Like our contract is X amount of years, and the Galaxy's like, well, we're not gonna extend. So here's this offer. Let's work it out. We'll put no charge. We'll put the shit on our sleeves. It's not like we had anybody else in line.
Right.
And then this year counts or whatever.
Genius, man.
That would
That's
be.
genius.
I mean,
And
I hope that's the case.
Not only that, you're showing the potential of what you could do later. Later you might want to put Mercedes on there.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
I mean?
We
You know?
could dream, right?
Yeah.
We could dream.
You're just trying out things, man. You gotta win wherever you can.
I mean,
I'm gonna ask you guys something really quick though, because it came up also because the Herbalife thing came up and the whole sponsorship, and we were talking about. Just a quick question, like you don't have to get detailed because I know you, Eddie, you have your stuff that we're gonna cover.
not really, but go ahead.
Apart from saying Pornhub and Brazzers, because I'm sure one of you dumbasses is gonna say that shit.
I wasn't, but
What
okay.
sponsor would you be okay with?
Tesla.
X videos.
Man, Spenny just hitting the money, man. I think Tesla would be
Tesla?
awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's right down the street too.
Yeah, I
I
think
think that
Tesla.
would-
And that's what I
Of
mentioned.
SpaceX
Not necessarily
type of
Tesla.
thing?
Or the Boring Company. I'll be okay with the Boring Company.
SpaceX.
Yeah.
So one of the
Yeah,
things
well,
that.
yeah.
Umbrella,
My thing,
the
this is
umbrella.
my thing.
Exactly.
I'll put it
Exactly,
on here
the
so
Boring
they-
Company.
Hey, you trying to say
Umbrella.
something? Hold on.
Go ahead, Angel.
No, I was just gonna say, ideally, I'd love it to be an LA-based company. That
Ooh.
has some type of exposure. Now, obviously, the SpaceX thing goes with being Galaxy and space, and
Yeah.
that makes sense. Plus, they're an LA-based, LA area, greater LA area-based company. Things like that. That's what I'd be looking forward to. Keep it LA. Keep it something.
What about-
I just want the free raffle at the stadium for a
Yeah.
Tesla.
but imagine something like this. Why not like a In and Out or like a West Coast Customs?
I know we got some good
That's
ones.
very LA and it's very Cali.
we got a
and-
couple-
and it's us.
We got a couple good ones here. Obviously, SpaceX came up a lot because it's local, makes sense.
Yeah.
We got we got OnlyFans, which
Don't you
that
know,
of course
local?
that's gonna be another one. That's your fault, Angel. Dude, Tesla, of course. Tito's Tacos, local.
Something tight.
Pass.
Hold on, I'm not done. We got Samsung, which I think would be cool because Galaxy, their phone is
Yeah.
always the Galaxy.
Samsung would be really cool.
Yeah,
And then-
I can see that.
And then, how about this one? Let's put Budweiser back on the sleeve.
Hell yeah.
Why
I'm
not?
down.
Why the hell not?
Yeah, I don't think beer. I don't think you can do beer anymore.
Why
I
not?
take this big ass sip of my Miller Lite.
Beer and tobacco.
Don't they have that beer in England? Everton had the Cardington or what?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
An
Carlsberg.
LA-based beer, like a local.
Wait,
brewery.
is it
That
like
thing would be
like a
tight.
rule now or something? Is like you can't do that? You can't have you can be
Yeah,
sponsored.
like in NASCAR or like in F1, whatever the hell, they took off like Marlboro
Really?
because you can't.
Well,
you can't.
that's-
It's
you
advertising
can't.
to kids.
You can't advertise tobacco at
Tobacco.
all.
Tobacco,
Well,
but
tobacco and
beer's
beer, right?
different. I think is right.
No.
Beer's a little
But
different.
that would be cool. That's
That's why you don't see. That's why you don't see commercials.
That's a neat idea.
Bringing
Budweiser
Budweiser
on
back.
sleeve.
Yeah, that'd be kind of tight.
But you could show off to anybody. I mean, what's stopping Apple from putting a fucking logo on your sleeve or
Dude.
Beats? Jimmy Iovine likes to put Beats on everything. Put it on the sleeve. What's up?
Trey from LA,
Yeah.
Compton native,
Makes a lot of
close to
sense,
Carson.
I'm thinking locally. That's what I'm thinking.
We got Tacos Gavilan, Oakley, Death Row Records.
I would totally do tacos Gavilan, bro.
Death Row Records, though. That should be hard. On the fucking jersey.
We got White Claw, Zigzag.
Zigzag.
We got some good ones. What about weed maps?
Nah, man.
That'd be a great move, like moving forward with the
If-
MLS.
if-
It's not
if-
gonna
if
happen now.
That's
If
not gonna happen.
marijuana was federal legally,
That's
like,
not gonna
it was
happen with
gonna be-
AEG.
Yeah. If
That's
it was
an
a-
AEG.
yeah.
But it would be a big
maybe
ass
maybe like
move
20,
like that, though.
25 years from now, maybe.
Hey, you know who could roll zigzags now? Junie. So the Juninho just announced that the Galaxy announced that Juninho has retired, which is I think, I mean, I can joke around and say that he probably should have retired years ago, but it turns out he's actually pretty young, younger than us.
31
Younger
years
than
old?
y'all, maybe.
Oh, I don't
Fuck
know.
you.
I mean, y'all share that.
I'm 29, baby, so
Oh yeah, but you guys share the same hairline, so
non-existent.
yeah, exactly.
Keep it up. You see my ass right now in Agony's life.
I'll show you, bro.
You literally made me forget what I was gonna say.
Junie,
Juninho.
31.
Zigzagging.
Yeah.
Zigzags.
So yeah, what is dope is that I don't know if the Galaxy knew this, but he got to retire a fucking G. You know,
Yeah.
like we all have great memories of Juninho.
So does Seattle.
Seattle, yeah, hell yeah,
Goals against Seattle.
So does Seattle.
hell
He had
yeah.
goals against Seattle and against Chivas USA.
Yeah,
He had
Se-
golazos against both of them.
Bangers, bro.
Seattle's his bitch. That's
Basically.
He got Seattle more than once.
For
Yo.
real.
And the
Yeah.
banger against Morelia.
And the bang against
Damn.
Morelia. I honestly I
Damn,
can't remember
that's
that.
the-
I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember the play.
anyways. You know, Keller just like waking up in the middle of the night and shit. So like,
Cold sweats. Wakes up. Junie.
yeah, I like some stigmata with his fucking
Stick your leg out.
with his turf burn still. But yeah, you know, it's crazy. It's like I just like looked up the announcement, and what surprises me, I consider myself a big Galaxy fan. I know Angel does, and you guys do too. That he is allegedly he's 8th in minutes and 8th in games started in Galaxy history.
Damn.
Nice.
I didn't know that stat either.
Would you ever imagine?
Kinda, dude. 'Cause look at his trajectory, dude.
Yeah, think about it. I mean, he was with us for a while.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, he was. And
So and
And
he
he
wasn't
came
like like Samuel, right? Remember Samuel, the Brazilian guy?
yeah.
He ended up, obviously because we got Juninho first on a loan. If I recall clearly, he came as a loan,
It was,
but it was a loan that was working out because almost immediately, as at least this is how I remember it, right? Him coming in, it was kind of like plug and play type of thing. Oh, here goes this guy. Let's just toss him in there, and he worked. He worked really well. And it just made sense. And on top of that, he was a little versatile because he played box to box. He can also play more of a CDM, and he can also create a little. So obviously, that was not really his role, but he do it from time to time. So anything in a central midfielder role, whether it's cam, CDM, or just box to box, or just sit literally right in the middle of the box, of the circle of the center field, he'd do it, like whatever it was, and he did it well.
On top of all that, he participated in deep playoff runs,
Yeah.
which add to that list of points, of starts or whatever it was that you just mentioned.
3-time champion, bro.
Minutes and game started because he made it deep into the playoffs every year that he was here, up towards the end of that 2015 season.
And the key factor of all those championships with the Kino, with those
And
three
then
championships,
those
he was a key part of that.
Those playoffs were home and away. So you were playing Seattle two times a year in the playoffs, and Junie showed up.
And they didn't want it.
Dogs, Benny, you're fucking smart as fuck. And no, it's true. And I didn't even think about it that way. Add Champions League into that, because during that time we were playing Champions League frequently.
That was
Yeah.
a long time
Right,
ago.
he was playing the games when we were going down to Central America, to Mexico. He was playing in these
Yeah.
games.
He was putting in the
And
work, man.
add US Open Cup. He played in those games. Even when we lost to the Red Hawks, if I recall clearly, he was part of that game.
Yeah.
Right. So it makes sense. I mean, when you think about it, he was in that era from the beginning to the end.
He was
right.
go
ahead.
That's the golden age, man.
Yeah.
That's the golden age of the Galaxy so far, and he was part of it.
The
Yeah.
Bruce years with
You
that
know,
team.
As far as winning and excitement, you would walk into that stadium just wondering how bad you're gonna kill this team. Not wondering if you're gonna get the result, just how bad is it gonna be?
Ooh,
Who's
see
gonna
5
get it
goals today?
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
you mean when I used to like be happy on my way driving to the stadium. That was a long
Remember
golden
those days?
age.
Do you guys remember those days?
Yeah.
I think that's the golden age for the Galaxy. I might be wrong, but I mean, overall,
it definitely is.
that was
We all, well, not to go too off track, but we saw something special. That's one thing that nobody.
Aw, thanks.
That's something that nobody else in the league will ever understand. Like the whole Beckham experiment. You know, I know they used that before. Was something that nobody will ever get to go through. You know, we were like lucky enough to be able to go through that. And then when they look back in the league's history, bro, it started right there.
Yeah.
There might have been a 96, but guess what? That fucking history started when Beckham came. And we got to experience that. And we got to experience the Junies and the Marcelos, what we get to in a second. You know, that they're gonna go unappreciated.
Oh, fucking Chris
League
Birchall.
Yeah.
You know, and names
shit,
that
the
people are gonna
Jamaican dude,
forget.
no?
You know, fucking Tommy Mayer.
Yeah.
dude. I was happy. If you listen to the show, I am a Marcelo fan.
Yes.
I loved watching that fool just put in work for the team. It didn't matter if you put him like pushing up like a cam or defensively or out wing, because Bruce Arenas had some weird ass lineups. He had depth back in those days, so he can do things like having Franklin play right mid.
Yeah.
He had Beckham sometimes playing on wing, play in the middle. So Marcelo was very versatile for us too, man. And he wasn't the best athlete, but he would use.
He was smart as fuck.
He was
though.
use his soccer knowledge to block lanes, you know, to not get beat, to force the game one way.
So
that's rare.
So let's get to that. And this is one great thing about the Galaxy. Like maybe in the history somewhere down the line it will be forgotten, like league wise, but the Galaxy doesn't. So after Juni's retirement, they announced that Marcelo and Juni have joined the coaching staff for the academy.
Beautiful.
That was awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I love that. I love
That was
that.
awesome.
The best center midfield duo in LA Galaxy history. Coaching the youngsters, I'm all in with that. Hell yeah, they're gonna learn from the greatest minds in LA Galaxy history as center mids.
Yup.
I think
How beautiful is
I
that?
think if Juninho can relate the movement that he displayed in the MLS, that took a great advantage for anybody in the academy, because he wasn't big, he wasn't fast, but he found space. He found his 1-touch, 2-touch, you know, passes that work with Beckham, work with whoever you had.
He's a solid player, bro.
He
He's
played
a solid player.
Look at the amount of people he played with in that midfield.
He even had to play with Husidic. What does that tell you?
Oh, don't tell that to Brian. You're gonna
That's
you're
my
gonna piss
twin,
him off.
supposedly.
Just
That
think
motherfucker
about-
does not look like me.
No, you look like him. Still.
Oh,
Think
yeah,
about
he
those
don't
6-7 years. How many years was it? 6-7 years?
Mhm.
That span that you're talking about?
With
Definitely a while.
Marcelo,
No, for Juninho.
Juninho, yeah, it was a while, dude. Because I think he came in losing seasons, dude. Alex Zumba is like the forgotten one of that package.
Yeah. Yep, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
and
remember.
Leonardo should have been forgotten, but you know whatever. He got titles.
Hey, you know what? He played dope in that 2014 final, though.
Oh, he did. He played
He
better
played
than Omar.
yes, he did. He played badass. Don't save your beer. But yeah, no, it was a good move. Galaxy just showing their what you could consider legends some love, and like
Yeah.
you guys are always welcome
and
back.
this is something that I'm gonna keep spending credit to, and then you know it's stayed on my mind since is like the best organizations they stay within,
Yep.
right? And maybe Marcelo and Juni aren't the biggest names, but you know, like an agent, they reach out to an agent or whatever to another big name players, like, hey, you know, this dude came and played with us, he did so and so, and you know when his career on the field was over, it wasn't over with us. You know, they took care of us. I guess you would say they showed us love, so we turned around and showed them love.
You want to
well.
stay in LA? We got you.
Yeah.
Nah, but you know, one thing that we haven't had, I think, clear to the fans that are watching is having some kind of system in place.
Right.
You know, you have a duo that won championships together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they were part of a system that they made it work for themselves. You know, they adapted their game to the system that Bruce Arenas was trying to run because they were a good soccer player. You know, if you can teach that, you're creating a culture that we don't have.
Exactly. And on top of that, Sarva's before coming to the LA Galaxy Academy and being part of the coaching staff, he was in the Rapids Academy. So he understands what it takes to like teach the younger generation about how the game is played, how to be a professional, shit like that. So it's a big plus for us.
Well, the thing too, you have Teclose who ran not only a team but a nation,
A national team. Yeah.
National.
So you're creating a culture with somebody that knows how to administrate it.
Yeah.
So you're starting to create something that we're missing here, and that's legitimate recruitment, and we're seeing it with the youngsters that are coming up. We're gonna see how the depth happens or how they help throughout the tournament.
Which is something I'm excited about, to be honest.
Yeah,
You want to know what I love about this whole move or what they did? Just think about it, man. Like you said, they might not be the best, but their IQ is up there, dude.
Yeah.
And as MLS, as a league, it's more physical than anything, dude. Like even foreigners or anybody that comes out of the Europe comes to the MLS, they'll tell you, yeah, it's more physical than IQ, mental. Like you guys are doing more because it's more hard.
Yeah.
So I honestly love the fact that it's not because they're not physical players like that. You know what I mean? Like,
but they can teach them
exactly,
their
dude.
knowledge and like how the game should be played.
So imagine a freaking dude. We're gonna be building some Cristiano ass players over here, dude.
Shit,
It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time, dude. We're the United States, bro. It's only a matter of time.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind they adapt their intelligence to create like a defensive structure or a center mid structure. We're the Galaxy. We're always gonna bring stars that score goals.
Yeah.
But if we have that internal system where we're just able to bring somebody in, let them run their space, run their lane, then we'll be fine. But we don't have that. Every time we bring a star, we have to switch shit up.
True.
Which is nothing wrong with that. I mean, look, it depends, right? Because how we want to view ourselves as a powerhouse, and we can even have a conversation about this, like in another episode or something like that. How should we utilize our academy? Should we utilize it in the way that, let's say, Barcelona tends to use theirs, right, where they create their players from scratch, not from scratch, but they basically raise them through their academy, right? And whereas Real Madrid does theirs a little bit different. I mean, sure, they have their academy too, but it's really more they go more for the big names, right? That's why they're called los Galácticos, and they have their stars because they go after the made players, right? They go after their Cristiano Ronaldos, they go after their Hazards. That's a thing. That's what Real Madrid is known for buying all this star power, right? Whereas, I mean, of course, Barcelona does it too, and obviously people are not going to say it, right? They're both equally the same when it comes to buying players. The only thing is that I think there's an edge to Barcelona that they do bring players more often from their academy. Then that basically would be a thing for us. Like, well, okay, so which format do we want to follow? Like, and again, this is just in comparison because of the two that come to mind when it comes to academies. Do we do what Real Madrid does, where, hey, they go through the, they have their academy, sure, but what do they do with most of those players? They flip them later. They sell them, right? And they'll go play in other teams that are not Real Madrid. Then you can use that just as a, like, how do I put it to you? I guess like investing, really. I mean, it's a way for them to get more assets, right? They later can sell and flip for money. So that's my thought process. I've always thought that we should utilize it that way because of what Spenny said. We're gonna go after your star strikers. We're gonna go after these guys. That's a known thing. LA Galaxy, if it happens, right? No matter which star, when the moment a star says, "Hey, I'm not gonna renew with Barcelona in 2021," automatically linked to the LA Galaxy, right? Automatically, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Right. It's a thing now. And why? Because that's our MO now, and I'm okay with that. That no issue. But then we have to realize, like what Spenny says, well, our academy, streamlined, sure, great, boom. Instead of, and this is my opinion, right? Instead of worrying about who's going to be our next top striker, we know it's not going to come from the academy. You're dumb if you think it's going to come from the academy.
Right.
So, but if we find a gem, sure, eventually, hopefully it happens, right? We'll have a gem that he does, blossoms, he does great with us, cool, and then off somewhere else. He ends up playing in Real Madrid, right? But until then, we got to do what we can with our current players. Make decent players that we can later sell to other MLS teams. Maybe at some point even to Mexico. You name it, right? That's or to Europe, right?
Yeah.
That should be at least my opinion the end game with that academy. But if you add structure, if you add a way of playing, then these teams know, okay, well, Galaxy plays a style. At least our academy does. This style fits my team. I can go and get a player from Galaxy because the player is going to be plug and play into my squad.
Yeah, and I think the Galaxy has been lacking on that. A lot of other MLS teams have done well in those like NFC Dallas, Kansas City. They've done well with their academy, and seeing how the LA Galaxy is the big fish in this league and has put the league on the map, we should have had that type of structure already.
You're absolutely right, Brian. The stars above their badges show that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, but I think we're gonna be more on the Real Madrid side. I'm not talking like as a fanboy wise, because I'm a Madrid fan. But let's be honest. This is LA.
See what I gotta deal with.
Yeah.
No, but I know, man. I'm a Madrid fan too. So.
Yeah, but let's be honest. This is LA.
See what I gotta deal with.
Cristiano becomes available. You sign him tomorrow at 40 years old.
Yeah, right away.
50, bro. We got 1 year. Let's do it.
Just give me one good year.
I mean, do you guys disagree that
No,
Galaxy's
no,
not
no.
gonna be like that?
No.
And having what we did with Beckham is the thing that started it all. So they know they're gonna be here comfortable. They know they're gonna get paid well, and you can make a lifestyle out here.
You know, Beckham's telling him like, dude, you're gonna love it.
Yeah,
you're
of
love
course.
It. You're gonna love it.
Of course.
Like you'll make your own cologne after.
Well, all of it, I'm sure. Like, regardless of what happened with Zlatan on the field, Zlatan was treated like a king out here. That's not a secret. Everyone knows that shit, right? From not just the MLS, but the American culture in general, right? I mean, he was on fucking Kimmel, like he was doing all this shit, right? He was on ESPN. You know how they do their commercials, like their funny ass commercials. Like he did all that shit, right? That's the same type of thing that they can sell to all these players. So because of that, you know, Real Madrid as fuck.
There you go.
See what I got to deal with?
And I'm not a Madrid fan, like a Real Madrid fan. That's by no means, but it's what makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me just say one thing. I'm a Manchester United fan, but in that league, I would much rather do Real Madrid than Barcelona.
Nah, I mean,
you guys are all trash, dog. Teti boys.
You just got to bridge the gap. You just got to bridge the gap from being able to go from academy to selling these players. The Galaxy have had good scouts throughout the years. I mean, even though they came on some bullshit through homegrown like Jossie's killing it in Columbus.
Yeah.
We just didn't know how to utilize him here, bring out his full potential here.
What do you mean? He's the greatest right back of all time.
He dried out. I mean, at the end of the day, he dried out.
So
you know,
he did.
He didn't have the stars.
He still won championships.
Yeah,
he did.
He didn't have.
At the end of the day,
he didn't have Robbie Keane to mentor him and make it easy for him, or Landon Donovan. He was supposed to be the guy, and he couldn't handle it here. It's just what happened. It was whatever the system was or the philosophy that was being, imposed on him. It didn't work. But he's still a player that went on to Columbus and is winning games, scoring goals.
Yeah.
Look at Omar Gonzalez. He left and he won right away in Mexico, and now he's in Toronto.
Yeah.
What other players have we sold? Look at Romney.
Nashville.
Not only was he on loan, but then they took him real quick with Nashville.
And because he's a solid player.
As much as we may not like him, Jimenez still went to Columbus and everything. He didn't score for 5 years until the Galaxy came to town, but they do sell players within the league. They do loan players within the league, which is not something that Dallas is doing or Salt Lake. Even though they have the youngest rosters on the league because they're upgrading their academy players, they're not selling these players. They're not really developing him past an all-star in the MLS. We can bridge that gap to bring in these players that you guys want to bring, or trade for more TAM money, or trade for a fourth DP slot.
Oof, I would love that.
Which is my thought process, right? Hey, we should be. Oh damn! What's up, buddy?
Tell them say hi.
My bad.
Tell them say hi to everybody.
1 million viewers.
Hey. All right.
Go say hi.
Hi.
A little bit.
You're YouTube famous now.
Yeah.
He's like,
All right,
I
go
know.
pues. Door.
Damn, ask him,
Oh, yeah, I was
ask him
supposed
later.
to give him a shout out.
Ask him
Apparently.
later how does it feel to be on a bigger show than his dad's show.
Damn, that's crazy.
But yeah, like you were saying.
Maybe if we add all the weights together, sure.
Call you fat. So what were you saying? Angel, go ahead.
Shit, I already forgot, dog. You don't have kids, yo.
All right, so I guess
Note taken.
Yeah, dog. Listen, I already forgot what I was saying.
it's all good. Let's move on then. So this is the one I've been waiting for, and I know Angel has a thing to say or two about this. So it's been announced that Jonathan Dos Santos is out
6 weeks
of the tournament due to a hernia injury, and he just got surgery. He posted on his Instagram. No Jonah going to Orlando. What is that? First of all, what does that do to our team and our chances?
Oh, we suck again.
Exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah, and I'll tell you right now. Before he even got hurt, I said that we're gonna crash.
No,
out.
yeah, dude. I said it here last week that I don't think we're gonna get any points in this fucking tournament. And now with one of your main pieces from the team,
Oh, I wish you could just light
who
him,
is your
Brian.
box to box fucking hustler, we ain't gonna do shit, bro. Let's go to Space Mountain. That's it. That's all it is.
You go to Space Mountain.
They go to Space Mountain.
You go to Space.
But it sucks. But I'd rather have him get the surgery now and maybe compete for a title next season, where we could probably actually use him instead of having this little shitty ass tournament. That I know we want to see him in the Champions League again, but
Wait, do we know how long he's out for?
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
And that's when he starts recovery after that, right?
Yeah, then he comes back in 2 weeks.
Edgar
of
in
work,
the
maybe.
chat. Edgar in the chat says he got the hernia because of that Instagram post.
Ah,
That makes sense.
it's called the hernia now.
As long as you gotta get surgery for it, man, I believe you.
Yeah, it's gonna suck, but it gives a chance to the youngsters to come in and step it up, which is something that we have said on the show too. That this is the opportunity and the platform for these youngsters to actually show their game, show that they belong in MLS, show that they belong in a first team starting lineup.
It just gives us Sasha Kleshin and Kitchen on the starting lineup. That's what
You forgot Corona.
Yeah, but you still. That's why you're still gonna start Kitchen or Sasha for Jonah, and you already have one of them on the field probably. Remember, they brought Kitchen right back from injury last season, one game into the playoffs, and you got a shutout. So
Yeah,
in Minnesota
in Minnesota,
with a banger from Jonah.
see,
But that's what
it's gonna be.
now, you know?
He's gonna be a big loss in the team, especially if you have players like Pavon and Chicha that are gonna go to actually compete. Jonah's a main piece that could help them prove their game and see if the guys can get out with some points and see if they can compete for the fucking title and try to get that CONCACAF champion spot.
You know what? Honestly, it just doesn't matter, man. It's just a tournament.
You know what I was gonna say?
But is it?
Yeah, it's just a tournament, man.
With
This
Chicha on the-
championship is not gonna count on the. It shouldn't count on the jersey. You know, it's a tournament. You still gotta show up and play your best soccer or your best football available with whatever you have on the roster. That's why depth was so important. You lost a center midfielder, but you brought in some, and you already had some on the roster. At the end of the day, they're still center midfielders. Kitchen proved himself last season that he could come back and actually run that defensive side of it. Sasha needs to wake up. Corona can still play in the system. The Jig can still play in the system. So either that or you go out with a wide youngster and keep your center mid the way it was last season.
Which would be Corona and the Jet running that season.
At the end, you still need a depth. You still need a depth. So you just lost a depth player.
An important depth player.
You
That's
still gotta run the same system.
But saying that this is not an important tournament is kind of ludicrous to say. It's a tournament to play a Champions
Might
League.
be the only games we play.
Champions League spot. Do we not want to see the LA Galaxy in the Champions League? Yes, we haven't been there in a couple years, bro. Yeah. We want to see that shit, and we want to
More
be
than a couple years.
We want to be maybe the first MLS team since the switch of the whole tournament to win it and be that team again. It should be that goal, but without Jonah, no party.
Ooh.
Damn.
You know what, dude?
Fucking dropped the book too. Fuck.
I mean, I totally fucking get you, dude. But you know what I hate right now of what's going on? Ever since I guess we bought Chicha, dude, and I hate this mentality. But I feel like I'm like a Mexican soccer league fan with the Si Se Puede. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
No, yeah.
we're doubting it. Like, oh, we never, we're probably not, but maybe we can,
Yeah.
And I feel I have that.
We're gonna get 0 points.
I have that feeling with Chicha every freaking time. It's like, and I don't like it, dude. It just rubs me the wrong way, man. It rubs me the wrong way. I don't want to feel like we could possibly win, but we're expecting more or less a loss.
I think as fans, we're just expecting a lot because the LA Galaxy is traditionally the most winning team in this league. And we want to see them win every time, and we expect them to win every time. And when you see players that, like important players that are out, where do we get pumped? Where do we
It's going to be hot. It's going to be reoccurring. Just fucking run at them. Pavon is faster than any fucking right back in this league that you're going to put against him.
Facts.
Run on it. If they're going to press you physically, let them press you physically and then just send me,
Let's
Chase
not,
it down.
Let's not stray away too far because I want to bring up something. This is the main reason Angel's here that I posted on Twitter that wasn't very liked and it was very liked at the same time.
Yeah.
What you mean? That shit got a lot of fucking traction.
I know.
I literally
It was
liked
hot.
it to unlike it.
Yeah. So, dude, unpopular opinion. If this was Drini at this point in his Galaxy career,
Spanny.
bro, they would want his head on a platter, dude.
Hashtag those limps.
Those limbs. Again, look, bro. I get it.
Lim Santos. Damn.
I'm half Mexican. We have all this pride, and he's cool. He fucking claps cheeks and he puts it online.
Hell yeah.
Which is cool. I can't say I've been proud enough to ever post it. So if I was him, I'd probably do the same.
My favorite Mexican player to wear a G's jersey.
Yeah, but-
Saying it right now.
Yeah.
But you can't treat them different for those reasons, dude. They're, I mean, see it however you want. Drini and I'm just using Drini. I'm not trying to defend Drini because I'm not saying Jonah over Drini either. But if you can't treat them different for any other reason. This guy's been hurt in important times. Like this season, he missed the first game and then he left the second game in halftime because he can do it. 2018, that fool sat out so he can save himself for the World Cup. Yeah, and you want to say, certain players are glass, but this guy said that he slipped in practice and he got hurt, and you don't want to say that he's made of glass.
Oh, you know what he slipped into.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
And people forget he didn't play the first LAFC game because he was injured too.
Yeah, the first game against LAFC, Jonah wasn't there either. He's right.
I don't forget that.
And dude, you make a great point, Eddie. Like I didn't even think about that, dude. Like that's kind of sad.
Sorry. Well, and I could add more to that, right? Because I've by no means am I gonna tell you I've followed Jonah religiously, but I know Jonah as far back as his Barcelona days, right? And then his Villarreal days. So even then in those leagues, look this shit up. He's always had injuries. Now we were just fortunate that his biggest injury, I can't remember what he tore. I think maybe like one of his knee ligaments didn't happen with us, but he suffered that injury before. Same shit with Alessandrini. He suffered a big ass injury. It just so happens to be with us. That's the only difference between the two players right now. Mm-hmm. And even then, Jonah's still getting injured, or he's missing for different reasons. Listen, those limbs for real. # those limbs, because that's bullshit. Like it's bullshit.
Oh, man.
And this specifically is proof that a lot of people were not necessarily anti-Drini. They were just they wanted likes and they just wanted some attention by being anti-Alessandrini. And that's proof because no one's acting the same fucking way. And they should.
I posted a poll on Instagram. The question was if you would give or try to go find somebody for Jonah right now or give him time. 59% said give him time. 41% said go find somebody right now. What do you guys think?
No, look,
and shout out to everybody that voted on that.
Yeah, so I'll start on that. I'm not saying I want him out. And I text you guys this like directly on our group. I said it's time to look at his contract. If he restructures and takes that cut, fuck it, we'll take the risk because he does work hard.
Listen, no, there's no denying his game, and I'm with Brian. I love him. Like I do love him on my team, but we just need to acknowledge him in the same way that we've acknowledged other players. Just because he plays for the Mexican national team doesn't mean you can't give him the same type of fucking hate that you did last season just because he didn't play for your country.
Yeah.
This is the LA Galaxy we're talking about. We're talking about what makes sense for your club right now. And treat every fucking player the same.
Yeah.
Except for Zlatan, right? That's different. You can't treat Zlatan as Zlatan. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
But everyone else, unless you're Zlatan, Messi, or Cristiano Ronaldo, treat him in the same fucking boat. Because there's the same shit. What has Jonah won for us? Nothing. So why should we keep him? Same.
He won a playoff game more than Alessandrini did.
Same one as Drini.
I knew he was gonna bring that up. By the way, Drini was on that roster, and Drini got an assist on that one and the second game. Jonah didn't get in the stat sheet on the second game.
But he still scored a goal, man. Put us up 1-0. Put us through.
No, he scored the second one. Legit did that.
Go ahead, go, man.
No, that's it, dude. That your argument is like, it's
I'm not gonna argue it. That's how you guys feel.
No, it's not a feel. This is a fact. This is not talking about feelings right now. This is stating facts about how Galaxy fan base needs to be in general. Don't fucking treat one the same one way and not the other the same. This is a fucking problem with Jonathan. It is. And if you guys don't want to acknowledge it, then listen, this is what's wrong with our club, right? If this is fucking Real Madrid, they fucking destroyed Gareth Bale over fucking playing golf, right? So you guys I'm saying you, Spaniard. I'm saying Galaxy fan base in general need to treat all these players in the same fucking way and at a high level. Like ask everything from these guys. They're getting money, right? You're the face of the league with the franchise team. No, fuck that. These guys need to play, or why the fuck? No. If he had this issue,
for me,
why
it's
just anyways. Yeah.
Whatever the Galaxy does, I really don't care. If the guy was to leave next season and follow in his brother's footsteps again and go to America, I really wouldn't care. While he was here, he was a fan favorite. If some player can leave to a better situation and we have his kind of money to bring in somebody that's better quality, younger, or not so injury prone, go ahead and do it. At the end of the day, this is a business. This is what's going to happen with the Galaxy.
No, I know.
You guys were just talking about that we bring in stars. This is how you bring in stars. You help them move along peacefully. You want to leave? Cool. Let's send you to America. Let's make it happen. Open up your salary cap. You want to take a cut and stay here? Cool. You're gonna open up this money and we can bring in somebody better. We can still keep that.
Then maybe we should just start looking at those options already. He's gonna be out for 6 weeks.
But right now,
you gotta go talk to him like, yo, we're trying to build something here. We're trying to fucking win championships. Can we do this and this and that? Do you want to stay here or do you want to leave? I think what Angel's trying to say is that we're not giving Jonah the same criticism like we did Drini. I think it's fair. It's a fair assessment to discuss about because Drini, we fucking gave him shit here.
Yeah, but I just think you're looking at a different type of player overall, different impact on the game as well.
Right.
You know, if you're telling me that coming off the bench, I either get Jonah or Alessandrini, I'm most likely gonna have in Jonah than Alessandrini.
What?
Whoa.
Off the bench, I'll do Drini, dude. Off the bench,
make an
off
impact
the
your
bench.
game.
Yeah.
No,
I'm agree with you.
Player you put from the very beginning to try and keep tempo and control the game. To make an impact off the bench, you're tossing Alessandrini because you're asking him, "Hey, go make something out of nothing." We've talked about this. You guys have talked about it in your pod. Jonathan Dos Santos is not the creative type.
He's not the creative type.
He destroys plays and he distributes.
But you could also leave him by himself, and you could push
He's
up
not
with
an
5
impact
players.
player. He's not an impact player.
You could also just sit back with 5 defenders in Jonah, with 4 defenders in Jonah, with 5, and attack with 5. You can't really do that with other subs coming in. Not only do you allow yourself to defend with 5 and attack with 5, but then once you get control of the game, you already have your defense established.
But what you're saying is coming off the bench. You don't want a Jonah to come off the bench. What you want a Jonah to do is start the fucking game because he's gonna fucking stabilize everything.
He's gonna hold it down.
That's gonna be towards either attacking or defending.
Yeah. Coming back this season, they risked playing him coming back from injury, then starting with a different lineup for the same reason of his impact. Alessandrini's best moment was coming off the bench, though.
Of course, man. He was an impact player.
His first season, he got like 14 and 11, or I think 16 and like 12.
Yeah, but it was also on a fucking losing year.
I miss Drini, dog. High key. I miss him not playing, but fuck it, I miss him.
The whole thing about the Jonah and the Drini thing, I feel what Angel is saying is fair. We have to give Jonah the same criticism, and I think right now it should be one of those times that the Galaxy should go to him and be like, yo, I know this is your second. Was it second surgery with us or whatever? Or he's gonna be out for a while. Like, man, let's have this sit down and let's.
I just don't mind the conversation at this point in his career with the Galaxy. You know, at this point with his career in the Galaxy, that conversation is fair to bring up, regardless of how good or how bad he's been. Alessandrini from the jump, he started getting hurt, man. Every season with us, he got hurt. Jonah hasn't been getting hurt every season, and he makes an impact when he comes back.
Wow, you saying he hasn't been hurt every season? I guarantee you that Jonah has had injuries throughout his entire career with Galaxy. Sure, that maybe they may not have been one big ass stint like Drini's, and that's the issue with Drini. It's amplified because it was a big ass injury. And dude, my man's fucked up as shit. It's not like he fucked himself up in training.
You get hurt and you go to Coachella the next night. Come on.
Okay.
Well, I don't know why people take offense to that.
You know what? Why not?
Wheelchair.
Why not?
I don't think
he wasn't in a wheelchair. He wasn't in a cane.
I'm saying you could. That's the stupidest shit. Anyways, point is there has to be. Point is there has to be across the board. Everyone has to be treated equally, and we're not. We haven't been doing it. And
man,
at this point, listen.
I'm not arguing against you. The contract is up. I mean, even Legit's been with us for 6 years. If we get rid of Legit and Jordan this upseason, it's not gonna be a big surprise. Right now, we're not in a situation to have to trade Jonah. We're not getting offers for Jonah, so let his contract just expire and have him move on. Help him transition to America. Right now, we don't need that smoke around the team. You don't want to question a fan favorite whether he's going to be here or not.
But it goes.
Everyone did it for Alessandrini. You see, that's what to me just. Anyways.
But Alessandrini's conversation was coming up during a normal season where we needed points, where we hadn't been going to the playoffs, and you have him re-injured. Right now, the Jonah injury is not going to affect us. And if it does,
why is it not? Weren't you saying earlier that this tournament is important? Those 3 games are important because we need those points.
That was me.
We need the points, but the tournament overall isn't really important. This isn't going to equal any kind of championship.
I mean, we're going to go to
this is going to equal. Reportedly, this is going to equal a Champions League spot.
Yeah.
This is not going to be a star on the jersey. This is not a normal season. Everybody understands that.
But you still want that spot,
and it's fine. But it's not like the Galaxy's not going to move on from it.
I'm with Spenny. Like, to me, don't send by one. And I think we talked about this on that group chat that we have for the team, right? For the club, the pro clubs thing.
Pro clubs.
Dude, Yeah, where Spenny actually agreed. Why send Pavon then? It doesn't make sense. Like, it's dumb. It's a really bad idea where you potentially gonna expose your best asset, and he's already our best asset as is.
Yeah.
But now, without take Jonah out of the equation, and watch, for some reason Chicharito's not gonna fucking play after this little shit that happened.
Damn.
It doesn't make sense. Why is Pavon gonna play?
It's also not a soccer injury. It's not something that you're gonna re-suffer or re-aggravate playing soccer. It's not like it's a hamstring, it's an ankle. You're coming back from a surgery, like a ligament surgery or an ACL tear. You're coming back from a hernia. You can get a hernia just walking into your shower. You know,
Taking a dump.
Yeah, he should be back to normal
Doing
in
this
no
thing.
time.
he should be
He
back
should be
to
back to
normal.
normal in no
Yeah.
time.
All he
dude.
has to do is stay on his diet, whatever they prescribe for him. Make sure he doesn't, blow up.
As long
get
as that
fat.
cut goes back to normal, you good.
And as soon as you can, start your light workouts. Be a professional.
Stop doing the Spider-Man pose.
So going back to the question though. Going back to the question. So you think we shouldn't even look for anything like to replace him, right?
It's one of the things that you let the contract come to terms. You give him the option to leave the conversation open between you guys, and if he wants to leave, you can move him, because he doesn't deserve DP money after the season. I don't think that, with the market the way it is, the people that have been linked to the league, the way other teams are scouting, you can use that DP money to a good scouted player.
Yeah.
Robbie Keane was a good scouted player for us. I didn't really know Robbie Keane before he came to the Galaxy, and he blew it up here.
Greatest DP of all time.
Too bad that he got hurt at the beginning of the season, but Joseph Martinez, is a gem.
Yeah.
Somebody
One.
in Atlanta found him,
Yeah.
did their homovwork.
I mean, Almiron was too, yeah.
Almiron,
Yeah.
Why
for
can't
killing
we
it.
do the same thing? Let's invest. Look at Seattle. Seattle has Apocalypto, and they invested well on their DPs as
Lodedo,
well.
they have good DPs. Yeah.
I don't mind trying to, with South Americans that GBS is, comfortable with scouting and knows how to get the best out of them.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
And
If you're gonna bring in GBS as your coach to win championships, give him what he needs. You're the Galaxy.
And
Give
see,
him what he
I
needs.
think that's where there was those rumors about that Peruvian center mid that was going to come. Maybe that was the move that was going to be next. They were going to say, Jonah, you know what? I know you have this and this and that. Your contract's going to be up. If you don't want to stay here, we'll probably bring in another player. Maybe that's why they did that.
To me, he's just a different player. But I'm not against moving on from him. I'm not saying don't
Right.
move on from him. It's just play your cards right with his contract. Play your cards right with this player, because he still represents something to the fans.
Yeah.
He is our captain, regardless of who you put it on. Jonah's our captain. We said it on the show.
Yeah, by far.
But why? Because of his performance on the field, his relentlessness on the field to play for this team.
Man, if he could stay healthy and do that shit every single
But if
season.
we gotta move on, let's move on.
You know what? He needs to stop smashing. That's what he said.
If we
Yeah.
gotta-
Trampizón ese maje.
Now I'm starting to believe that injuries happen from smashing.
If
so
we gotta
we're gonna
move-
have to put
if
our
we gotta
mans
move on from that
no
contract-
sex for a while.
move on from the contract.
Nah, I agree with you, Span. You're right, dude. Like, I guess it's a reality that I didn't want to confront,
Or
But
accept.
it's exactly like what Eddie said, dude. Like, he's been like not playing pretty much like this whole year. He hasn't done shit.
Yeah.
He's not doing anything. So it's kind of sad, but it is the truth, dude.
But I
And
mean,
if-
it
and if-
also is 2020. It's been a fucking weird ass year. So
Hey, before we move
you can't
on,
use that
move
as an
on.
excuse.
It's all right, move on. I'm not saying don't move on from him, but don't compare both situations.
Oh, yeah, I definitely will. And I also compare him to this person. His brother, Giovanni Dos Santos, may I remind you, in his second year played 28 games and scored 14 goals, and everybody was on his side.
Not me.
neither was I.
Yeah, that name on the back of your jersey that you own says otherwise.
Oh, Jorge Campos was a shit.
No,
though.
not that one. The other one you have.
Dos Santos.
The one with the number 10 on it.
Those
That
links?
was a gift,
Yeah.
and I loved it. I love you. Hell yeah!
Too sweet.
Thank you for that. Anyway,
I found it in the back in the bushes.
That's what somebody said about finding Eddie's jacket too. I bet.
Hey, when we went to Houston, we found Ray-Bans in the restroom too.
you know what I mean?
You like them, Brian? Here you go.
You just find shit, bro.
Legit ones.
You just find shit. You just find shit.
Gross, and that's how Corona started. I probably should have asked you this before.
So it wasn't eating a bat.
Oh, no. It was wearing a band. So, Angel, did you get a chance to watch that scrimmage game? Should have asked you this before.
Yeah, I did.
All right, cool. So the Galaxy showcased
Oy
or
vey.
tried to showcase what they had. They did a This is horrible. They played a scrimmage game.
They did something
on Spectrum.
Cascarita, way, Cascarita.
Yeah, Cascarita. I don't know. It looked like our Thursday pickup games. Well, it was announced as Galaxy 1 versus Galaxy 2.
That's stupid.
And it ended up being, even when you look at the lineup now, it says Blue 11 versus Gray 11. So this is the way they lined them up. So the Blue 11 had Bingham, Araujo, Steres, Dupuy, Troy, Perez, Perry, Kleshin, Cuello, Chicharito, and Zubac. The Gray team had Van Stieg, Insua. I'm not going to pronounce that name. Ferg something.
What?
Butchered.
No, they put him as Frick Ranus. Yeah. People.
Sound it out.
People. Felcher, Dunbar, Corona, Harvey, Leggett, Pavon, and Wild. Angel, I'll start with you because I know you have that delay. Thoughts on this game right from the start?
Yeah.
The
The
heavy
very
breathing
first
says it
one,
all.
David Bingham is trash.
Oh, surprise.
Okay.
And then, really?
First of all, distribution, right? It was like 2-3 times that my man's on open players that he had to give the ball to. Again, this practice session. You don't have to put dimes right now. Just give the balls to your teammates multiple times, either through or kick the ball out of bounds or miss his teammates. Like basic rudimentary shit, right? It annoys the fuck out of me. How are you still doing this as a professional keeper for the LA Galaxy? And two, his decision making when he has to come for aerial balls is stupid. There was a play, I think it's when they were defending on the Lars side. He was keeping on that end. I don't recall who threw in a cross for someone, but my man just came in and pushed the forward from the back and completely missed the ball, pushed the forward from the back. It should have been a fucking penalty. Ref didn't call it. Even Kobe Jones acknowledged that shit on the broadcast. The stupidest shit ever. Like, why? I don't get it. And plus, you can hear everything. Did you guys really hear him screaming? Did you guys hear him, commanding his back line? He was for sure. He was for sure playing with the second back line, right? So you're the starting goalkeeper for the LA Galaxy, and you can't even be a fucking general with the reserve with the backup defense. How can you do that with the starters? Because he was playing against the starters. The starters on the other side. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand how people are not seeing this. Now, I get it. Absolutely. We have him, American keeper. But even then, he's not cheap for an American keeper. We're still paying a pretty penny for him.
Yep.
And I get if we're going to go and get a rival, keeper per se, right? Or in this situation. But at least get someone that's fucking worth it. If we're going to get one of their players, fucking Landon Donovan type, that type of mentality. It's you're going for their best fucking player. You're gonna tell me that David Bingham was the best thing that we can gotten from San Jose? Or he's the best available keeper at the time.
I mean, it's San Jose.
It's a joke that we're 3 years now into the Bingham thing, and I still can't hear my man's telling anyone shit, even in a practice game.
Damn. Well, I didn't see the game, so you guys go ahead.
Well, yeah.
I want to know, because who's the one that fucked up Chicharito? Was it People?
People.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to me, it seemed like the starters. It was no starter team. It was just pretty much like, to me, it seemed like it was the starter forwards on one team and the starter defense on the other.
Offense versus defense,
yes,
basically.
that's how it seemed to me. So I don't think
I
there
don't know
was
if I
like.
agree with you there, because if you look
No.
at the team
People's
that
not a
Chicharito was
starter.
against, that to me that's the team that's going to start in this tournament. If we're talking about the main players, right? The only exception is plugging Chicharito into that team, and
take
obviously
people off.
the goalie, because it's not going to be Stieg. It's going to be Bingham. But apart from that back line four, Harvey is going to be obviously Jonathan's replacement. That's why he was there. Leggett and it was Corona, right? That was the duo. That makes total sense. Pavon on that wing, and who did they have on the other wing? I don't even remember anymore who they had on
Dunbar.
Was it Dunbar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dunbar was playing wing. Okay, and that makes sense. Like that lineup makes sense as a starting lineup.
I just wanted to make that clear. I didn't know because I wasn't sure. It just seemed that way to me.
So for me, there was a lot of lows, not too many highs. One thing I want to point out, and I pick on this guy a lot, and I'm gonna pick on him again. It's fucking Zubac. We're one injury away from having Zubac.
Come on, he's trash. Though.
Yeah, but
it's not even worth it.
Oh my god, dude. these are literally like technically your friends you're playing against. You're scrimmaging, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Angel just went and played with me on last Tuesday, dude. I was megging people and doing fucking rainbows. You know?
Yeah.
Dude, he can't bring down a fucking ball. He can't control. He can't get a first touchdown. It's just, dude, it's horrible. It's scary, dude. It's scary to see that. And then besides him, a lot of these kids, which, you know, you guys are talking about how you're excited to see them, they can't put two passes together. That's horrible, dude. It was like one of the worst things I've ever seen on TV.
And that's why we got Juninho in the academy now.
There you go.
I didn't get to see the game, but one of the players that I was kind of excited to see play was Harvey. Somebody that he has the size to play that CDM role. So, from your perspective, he played extra as well?
No, Harvey did okay.
Would you say he'd be not a replacement, but like a solid option for the G's?
He's an option.
He's an option. I guess everyone's an option.
Yeah.
There's another play too. Is Wild. He's another play that I would have wanted to see as well. I don't know if he played. How much match?
Yeah.
What was
Damn,
he?
he really
Is he
scored.
another solid option?
So yeah,
He scored.
He scored.
Nah.
Yeah, legit. I think it was legit that took the.
And he got an
the foul.
assist.
Yeah,
He scored
yeah.
and he got an assist.
Yeah, I mean maybe that's like the one standout.
That's true.
Wild, but it's just hard for me because I can sit here and tell you that Wild looked bright, and then so did Harvey. But it's just looking at the rest of the people they played against. Unfortunately, that are our players.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to this was the bright spot because then you watch the way everybody else played. It's like, fuck, you kidding me?
Yeah.
I would have done okay.
So it was just a shit game then.
I gotta ask though, what does Pavon play? Is he a natural right wing or a left wing?
He usually plays it inverted.
Whatever you
winger.
want.
I did
he's
not-
right
I
footed,
honestly-
I think.
I honestly
so he
did
plays
not-
on the left because
I-
he likes to cut in and shoot.
I honestly didn't like him in the right. I didn't like him in the right. I think he belongs in the damn
Well,
left.
I don't
He
remember.
scored that goal coming off the right.
But I don't remember if I was texting though. I was fucking texting the group or you.
No,
somebody there-
his goal, he was standing literally
Right,
on top
dead-
of the
dead-
box.
yeah, dead
so he
middle.
didn't.
But he was
He
playing
didn't
right.
come
he
in
was playing
from anywhere.
mid.
Because they're recovering their spots, but he just happened to be in dead middle when he scored.
Yeah,
that.
exactly. He just, I think was it after like a corner or something?
I
I
think
forget
he-
what it was, but
With that
no,
cannon,
he didn't. He
that-
didn't come in from the wing. He was already standing there where that ball got to him.
With that cannon that he's shown already, he needs to play on that left because he
Yes, sir.
one on one. If you play in physical, he's gonna dominate you. You know, you gotta beat him in space. Good luck.
Yep.
You know, nobody last year. Look at the goal against Real Salt Lake. He beat the defender to the goal line because the defender thought it was gonna go out of bounds. He's that fast, that quick. You know,
And it
He
doesn't
saved
look
that-
like it though, but he is.
He is, man. He is. He's tougher than he looks. You know, you playing physically, and it's too bad. You better bring him down because he's gonna beat you on speed.
Yeah.
I gotta
And if you
give.
want-
No, sorry, man, but I gotta give him credit, dude, because he is freaking strong, dude. Like he's not one to fall. He'll power through the little taps and everything. He'll power through it and fucking still have the ball and try to cut or shoot or whatever he's gotta do.
Yeah, center of gravity.
Other people you got, they'll fucking hit a little. Oh, I'm sorry to say, but if Chedito gets hit, he's gonna fall. You know what I mean? He's not gonna fucking power through this.
He
whole
already got a
shit.
banger against Houston. You know,
A game, the season opener.
Oh, that was a beautiful
Out
goal.
there.
banger.
Banger.
Beautiful goal.
But look, you gave him space, and look what he created. Same thing in the scrimmage. The good thing is you saw still Pavon, whose team this is right now. This is not Chicha's team. This
Nah,
is
it's Pavon's
This is
team.
Pavon's team. If he doesn't do well or he doesn't succeed against these opponents, I don't think the Galaxy is gonna do anything. At his best, we have a chance.
They're gonna be breaking his ankles, bro.
It's
Like-
'cause it's hard to say. You want to play him physically? All right, just wait for your space and then go around them without the ball.
Good luck.
You know, they're gonna have to stack them in every game.
Yeah, they gotta throw 2-3 defenders
Yeah,
at him to
for
try
sure.
to slow him down.
So-
And that's
keyword
when
try.
Big D Chicharito gotta come through right there, man.
So from what you've heard and what you guys have seen that watched the game, what are your thoughts now going into the tournament? I know me and Angel said fat zero. I still stick with my zero.
I said it last week, bro.
I would want to say something though. In addition to that game, I think that the team Zubak's team, when Chicharito came out, I'm not saying that they looked great, but they created more chances without Chicharito.
I agree, bro.
And
They did. They looked
Zubak,
better.
yeah, thank you. And Zubak, listen, this is my issue with him. He's not a good striker, and this was proof. He had 2 solid opportunities to score goals, right? Really good opportunities. He didn't put not one of them. Listen, even Chicharito in those situations puts at least one of those 2, right? That I know for sure. Like you give Chicharito a chance, he's gonna make a shit.
No shots on goal in 2 games, no.
Yeah, but that's because he didn't get the opportunities. But that's what I'm saying. They actually created some chances with him not in the field. So I don't know if it was because at that point it's like, listen, we don't have to feature Charito. We can play our game now. That's a positive to me because now if we go to this tournament and saying, hey, you don't have the pressure of having to feature Charito and just go play your fucking game with nothing to lose. I think that's at that point we become dangerous to other teams because we're gonna go and just play our fucking game.
I think they can get 4 points from this group at least.
I also was say 4 points.
I think they can beat
Winning the
Portland,
tie,
man. I
Winning
think
the
they can
tie.
get a tie against Houston. Is what team shows up against LAFC? At the end of the day, that's still Bob Bradley coaching over there. But this is still a team that's been together longer than anybody in the group. I think Portland maybe. Portland's been together for a while, but I don't think they have it together. Man, not like that. They don't start well. Portland doesn't start well.
For all we know, man, this is like a genius plan of the Galaxy where they're like, okay, let's just showcase Pavon. He's our star. And let people forget and how shitty Chicharito is. And then, bam, he turns it up in the freaking tournament.
It could be.
I don't agree. I don't agree with the group chat. They're saying 0 goals, 0 points.
Oh, shit, we have group chat?
I disagree. I think Pavon gets his regardless.
No, I think that's where the goal's gonna come from. Like a moment of magic. I don't think there is.
I agree with the 0 points side of that. I don't think we come out with any points in this tournament. Especially we're gonna be playing the kids to try to fill in some of the roles that we need.
We come out with 2 points or we come out with 4. That's it.
I don't know. It's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough. On top of that, if they look that bad in that scrimmage, how bad are they going to look against actual competition? Yep. MLS teams that are actually going to put their fucking strongest foot forward.
And I've heard the argument, they haven't been playing for a few months, but you know what? Again, we went out to play on Tuesday. Anyone on my Sunday league, I guarantee you they'll get at least a couple passes together. And from what I saw,
Well, I mean, when we play scrimmage on Thursdays, footy Thursdays, dude, it's way different when we play with like Pikachu,
but there's
their actual team or something.
There's some
Pikachu.
There's some basics though, like to stop a ball and have it right, stay right in front of you.
That's why just show up, man. Just run at them. Fuck it, go all out. If you're gonna go out fucking guns blazing. Don't just sit back the whole time and just hope not to lose. Fucking attack it. I'd rather see Pavon with 8 shots. 4 on target and we lose 1-0, then no fucking result at all.
Yeah,
I agree.
But see, that's why I'm having my expectations low right now.
Let them get the touches. Let them get the touches.
That is why I'm gonna have the expectation low, 0 points, because anything they do above that is gonna be an accomplishment.
I think they can
which
win
I don't
at least
mind.
one game.
And I was gonna say towards what Angel said earlier with the freaking the Gray team, like they started getting more possession towards the second half. Like they were touching better, they were doing way better than the actual starter team. But towards the end of the freaking the second half, the starter team kind of started picking it up. Okay. Maybe like the last 8-10 minutes, they started kind of playing way better.
I'll point it out again. We play late into the week. We play next Friday, next Saturday. So you're gonna give the team 3 solid days of scouting the league, how it works, how to adapt to your surroundings, how to get the best out of your players with the amount of time you spend with them too. Mm-hmm. That helps. That matters. How you gonna use your 5 substitutes. With the heat that's going on over there.
I was going to ask that. Is there 5 substitutes here?
And we talked about this last week, and I think that is a very good point about that. Because, you get to see how other teams experiment about with those subs or how they're going to deal with their gameplay being out for so long.
This scrimmage was exactly for what GBS said, to get people on the field to run at least 60 minutes.
Just to get their feet wet type shit.
You have the whole squad playing. You got the whole squad experience points.
I bet you Zubak's going to go in for Chicha, bro.
Whether he is or he isn't, he has to be ready. I don't care who comes in this tournament. I don't care who plays. Just come in and go balls out.
Yep.
Show me you want to play.
I'm with Spenny on that, though.
Show me you want to play. They're giving you an opportunity. The best, at least you could do is just show up and, I don't give a fuck. Create 4 or 5 errors, but try. Mm-hmm. Don't just be scared and be, too small for the moment. So, hasta grande. As a forward, you don't have to score. Fuck it. If you create space for a wing to come in or Pavon to get space and score, do whatever you can to contribute to the team. If you're a forward, press. Press the defense. If you're playing defense, stay on your toes. Communicate.
Right.
Hashtag Spenny for president.
And that's if there is a tournament. So just to clear things up. I'm just gonna say I'm still gonna stick with my 0. I'm gonna stick with my 0 points. 1 if we're lucky, but I'll just stick with 0. Just to be clear, Spenny.
I think they get 4 points at least.
I'm gonna say 4 or 2.
I'm at 0, bro. Low expectations.
Okay.
Low expectations right now.
Yeah.
Angel.
Your trial record said so.
Big fat fucking zeros.
Oy.
Yeah.
And David Bingham on goal.
There it is.
You guys are always talking about these fools are gonna lose. Just your track record, buddy.
Just saying,
But
bro.
Yeah, why you guys doubting us?
Hey,
man?
We're realists, bro.
Let's get one.
No,
Realism,
but you know what?
bro.
It's
realism.
true though. Like this team, and this is terrible. This is how you know the Galaxy has fallen from being what we used to be, because you guys mentioned it. I can remember who, maybe it was Spenny or Bryant that mentioned it earlier. Teams would come to the Galaxy Stadium. Well, how much are we going to lose today? Or in Galaxy, well, how many are we putting? We know we're going to win. How much is that spanking going to be? Now it's like, fuck, can we even win?
Yeah,
it makes
right
for
now,
exciting
no one even
football.
certain. Sure, you Spenny, you feel we can get 4 points, but that's only one win, a tie. Sure, I get it, World Cup tournament, that makes no sense. But that's to me, that's terrible. We should have this mentality like, no, fuck that. We're gonna get 9 points. Why? Because we actually have a good fucking team.
I just don't
And
think
we
we have
don't
the
have
depth
that.
for 9 wins or 9 points. I don't think you have the depth to carry out 3 good performances against 3 teams in a short period of time.
We don't have it to get
Three
one
top-
good performance in this fucking
Problem,
tournament.
which is the problem. And that's what I'm saying. That's
I think for any
the
organization, in this tournament is gonna struggle putting together 3 full games. Where
Yeah, but there's other teams that actually have a competitive squad.
It's just gonna come down to who tests positive last.
I'm really hoping like fucking
Colorado,
COVID
right?
fucks
They
some
had
people
players
up,
that
man.
had
Like
to
they're
postpone
lazy
their
right
flight.
now, you know.
Seriously.
Yeah, I think Colorado had to postpone their flight.
And if
No,
you
no,
don't-
no.
I think it was Colorado.
and if you don't like the conditions, go home.
Yeah, Colorado postponed.
Don't
their
get
flights.
paid.
I mean, Dallas postponed the game already.
Leave your
dude.
team
Went
hanging.
away.
Against
Man,
Vancouver, right? The Vancouver
I'm
game.
pretty sure they
postponed
put some sort of like commission. Like, no, we can't do this because look at our squad. We lost everybody.
it. Yeah. Fuck.
Horrible. Well, let's move on to some questions, dude. We already know we're coming back with 0 points, but Daniel Ortiz says Zubek and Wild look good on the scrimmage. Huh. Impressed?
I have a great
Mhm.
doctor for my prescription if you want.
Well, you know what I think?
Hey, no,
I
Wild
think
was
this
good,
person is
man.
only thinking
No
about
lie,
those
my
moments
doctor's name
where
is called
Zubek
Gaylord.
actually had. I don't know. Can you guys hear me? I know I'm a little
Yeah,
delayed.
yeah, no, go ahead.
I think this person, whoever sent that question, is probably thinking about just those, those 2 moments that Zubek had, where he had good chances and good opportunities, but he didn't put them away. But watch the entire
Never
scrimmage,
puts
like
them
beginning
away.
to end. I'm with Eddie. Like, my man has. Listen, I've been saying Zubek's got to go. I've been saying this shit for a while. He's like McBean to me. He's not good enough for the main squad, but he's too good for G's too. He's in that no man's land. At this point, we gotta, get something
he's
out
a
of him. We
USL
gotta
player.
trade him, assets, some shit.
Yeah, like if the Galaxy believes in that potential, there has to be a team that believes in his potential as well, right? So fucking
Right.
trade him for that.
The
Yeah.
size is good, man. Just if you play Zubat, just try, man.
Just try. Show up and
Just
try.
try,
Just-
baby. Try, bro.
All right,
Hace grande, mijo.
Hasta grande.
Fernie G11. Harvey played really good Thursday. Do you think he should start? I think we all think he's gonna start, right?
Well, if there's no Jonah,
Yeah.
there's no party, so you
Yep.
start Harvey.
You have to.
Or you could just go with the Corona legit mid, or you could go with Perry Kitchen and the Corona,
Yeah,
whatever it is. Because I would want to see fucking legit wide, to be honest.
I don't know,
Especially since we don't have a wide player.
Yep. It
But-
has to be Pavon left, legit right.
But would
it
I-
has to be.
I wouldn't
at
mind
least.
seeing Harvey just playing a couple minutes here and there, see if he could probably fit in good competition or not.
You get 5 subs, man. Run it.
Run it.
You could.
I see GBS using 4. He uses 3 regular season games. I expected 3 to happen. I think he'll take advantage of an extra player 4.
Zubac Chicharito, watch. Watch.
Los Angeles, what I assume says sports page because it cuts off. I apologize. Which youngster are you guys most excited to see at the tournament? To me, it's between 2, the Cognac and
Pereniac
and Efra, because I think
and Efra.
it's time. And then he came in looking fit. I know he didn't have a great game either in the scrimmage, but he came back looking fitter than he has in his Galaxy career. I know he was young, but yeah.
I can't really say I want to see a certain youngster. I just want to see the youngsters in general. I just want to see them prove, not just to the coaches, but to the league. Like, yo, I'm here and I belong here. I could be in a starting position in any other squad if it's not the Galaxy. That's what I want to see from our players. To spending points, try. That's what I want to see. It wouldn't matter which youngster it is specifically.
Who I want to see something from? Or who
Who
I
are you
like?
most excited to see? Youngsters.
most excited to see. If he plays, I want Ifra Alvarez to do well because he can become something an asset that we can trade, that we can maybe sell at a later time.
Right.
And Julian, if we can develop Julian to a starter,
what do you mean? He's already a starter. He should be a starter.
Well, listen, I don't know. Araujo didn't look so good actually, and I forgot about him. He didn't look so great in that little scrimmage thing. He actually looked pretty bad.
But I think those two are our best prospects from what we've seen. They already have.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They already have first team minutes, and they don't look too bad. Alvarez doesn't look too uncomfortable. He has a lot of confidence over the ball for 16, 17-year-old. That's great. He has the skills for
already.
it. He's 8. I don't think he's 18 already, but
they're 18 already.
All right, so even if he's 18, you already given him first team experience. He's already contributed to the team. You just gotta mentor him into learning the speed of the game. Developing his mentality, and then you could just sell him off.
Just imagine he picked Zlatan's head, man. He picked it apart. I'm pretty sure, dude. If he's your teammate, why wouldn't you?
And on top of that, Zlatan gave him that confidence, saying that he's the best passer in MLS.
It kind of went down.
I like this.
I know, but still,
kid.
like if you understand that, like, yo, there's people that believe in me. Maybe this is a tournament that you can show, like, yo, I've been working hard. I've been on the opposite. And this.
But I totally see those youngsters as us literally like building them and just selling them for sure.
Now,
That's
as
money
far
right
as
there,
as far
bro.
as who I hope has a good tournament, man, out of the youngsters, I hope Zuba has tremendous.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude. I that's.
I hope you have
nothing more than I want us to be proven wrong. Like,
oh hell yeah.
So if you're on the chat, feel free to send some questions.
I want him to do so good that they start selling his jersey online.
Damn.
Angel,
man, you know what, dude? If
they
he
just
scores
post
for us
it.
in the freaking tournament, I'm buying his jersey.
Yeah, just one goal.
I'm
Just one goal,
just one goal.
2 goals.
okay.
Two goals.
2 goals. 2 goals. 2 goals.
2
If-
goals.
I'll buy his jersey.
All right.
What about you,
Zubac's
Angel?
gonna be leading scorer for the Galaxy.
What about you, Angel? Who's the youngster you want to see strive in this tournament?
We're excited.
I wanna keep seeing Depoy
Yeah.
in this tournament because he looked well. He played well. The first 2 games of the season, he looked like a professional already.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously he is, but I mean, an MLS starting caliber professional. So, I hope he carries that over, and I hope he's still the starter right now, right? Because I know you guys, but we did in our pod talked about, well, how bad do we need Alan Franco? Should we go out and get him, like, to be, and who's he going to replace? I hope we don't have to go out and get Alan Franco right now. I hope we can use that money to, use in other parts of the field right now. I hope that Depoy still plays as well as he did the first 2 games, because he looked solid to me.
Yeah,
You're
absolutely right, and it's about pressure too, because then you bench one of them, whether it's People or Steris, you put pressure on the other one, and that means your backup should be, as good if not better or good enough.
Which is what we want. That's the type of depth we want.
But see, the reason I didn't mention the Pew is because of those facts that he looked already like a solid starter in the league, and in this team he fit well with People. That's why I didn't put him in that list. I want to see people that I haven't seen play, like a Harvey or like a Wild or like a Dunbar. If they do end up going in, just try hard. Good shit, Spenny.
Hey, again, I'll mention as we're going through the questions. If you have any questions on the chat, go ahead and send them through. Robert Rios asks, "Can we win, bruh? Can we even tie?"
And like I said earlier, si se puede, güey. Si se puede.
Spenny said 4 points, so there's a tie in there somewhere, right?
Trying to win.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I think they could beat Portland.
Me too.
I don't know if they can get 2 games
Me too.
because of the schedule.
Yeah.
It's the first 2 games that they get a result in.
I mean, how did Portland's test go? So don't _look _into the and then it cuts off. Damn, you guys got some long ass names on Instagram. This is killing me. I feel bad. Who takes the captain's ban from Jonah? I think it should be either legit or the virus himself, Joe Corona. Let's be honest. This is a cash grab, right? So
Chicha.
yeah,
Pavon or
gets it.
Chicha. Yeah.
No, Chicha.
Chicha.
Chicha gets
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
The contract.
yeah.
The contract demands
Any
it.
any counter there, Angel?
Bingham.
No, dog, the David Bingham's our fucking captain.
Hey man, if we win the tournament, I want to see. If we win the tournament, I want to see you buy a Bingham jersey.
Damn. If he gets all clean sheets going all the way through.
Nope, never. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm never gonna be on that Bingham train. Nah, but I agree with you guys. Fuck Dave Bingham.
Oh shit! All right. 94 _ Shout out to our fellow Borracho. We get Messi, but who leaves? I'm gonna rephrase this question, by the way. I saw this earlier. Jonah Pavon or Chicha? That's and then he follows up by saying Messi said he likes playing with Pavon, but again, I think I know the answer you're gonna say, but I'm gonna rephrase it. Say Pavon is under contract and he stays, and it's between the three. Who goes?
Chona, easy.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah.
That is the easiest. Even if you rephrase it, I think Pavon stays regardless. If his contract is up, you tell him this was coming.
Hell yeah, he stays.
You want to stay another year?
Yeah, you want someone to drink mate with?
You want to play in Barcelona?
Yeah, this
For
is your
real.
link right here.
You want to get the
That's his
contact?
plug.
You want to get
Plug.
the
But reality would probably be Pabon leaving and bringing in the Messi.
That's what I just fucking.
Just saying.
Dude, if
yeah.
I was
But
Pavon, I'll
rephrased,
take
of
the
course it'd be
ultimate
Jonah.
pay cut just to stay.
Just to play with Messi alongside.
Jonah-
I think Jonah would even take the pay cut to stay, and you have your 3D
The whole team would take the pay cut, dude.
I was gonna say that the entire team will take a fucking pay cut.
And you don't know, the league
Listen,
might
the
league might
entire
come
team
back
take
with
a
a
pay
4
cut?
TP.
Go ahead.
And we get both Messi and Ronaldo.
Oh,
Damn.
All right,
So
that's
the entire
too
league
much.
will give us the entire league will
Listen,
give us 5
let me tell you
DPs.
how we do this. Let me tell you how we make it happen.
A ver.
Messi,
Mhm.
a la David Beckham, where we use Adidas, to help pay for
Can't do
whatever,
that
right?
No more.
Ronaldo, he doesn't need the money anymore. He's already a billionaire. But we can just say, hey, Herbalife, you're already sponsoring him, right? Or, he's your face. Shoot him some more money. Let's go halfsies on that. Boom. There you go. AG doesn't have to put all that money, and we can still keep our... we don't even need our third DP spot. That's how fucking gangster we'd be. We don't fucking need that third DP spot. We'll sell that DP spot for money, and then we just fucking play with Ronaldo, with fucking Messi, 2 defenders, no goalie, and we're still going to win.
Oh, that was an important question I was going to ask you. No goalie or Bingham?
No goalie.
No goalie. No goalie.
No goalie.
Shit, put Cuello as goalie. Fuck it.
McGee doesn't
Get
need
Mike
a-
McGee. Fuck it. Get Mike McGee on a DP contract just to play goalie.
There you go. Sass. So I guess everyone just went with Jonah. I thought it was going to go a lot better, but I guess not. Jeffrey_Reese asked, if a tree falls in the forest and
Hold
no
on,
one is...
sorry. Hold on.
Yeah.
Where do you guys think that Messi would play, though? What position do you
wherever
think he'd
he
play?
wants.
Oh, no. If we find the right coach, it would become a Bruce Arena type thing. I don't know if you remember how he moved Beckham into like a center mid kind of at some point and just made it comfortable and easy for him just to fucking place the ball where he
Yeah,
has to.
Messi would be our cam.
Yeah, I think that's where it
Mhm.
happens.
Yeah, I don't know if Messi would be our cam, though. I
No.
think that we'd put him in forward. Role.
In Barcelona,
Oh, that-
dude, he
exactly.
already drops down and half court to receive the ball.
I think you go to like a 4-4-2.
Yup.
He always jumps down
Okay.
to half court with Barcelona. He always drops down
Yeah.
to the half of the pitch.
Yeah,
and
but
grab
stop
the ball.
comparing how he plays Barcelona because he's come to
Yeah,
the Galaxy
no,
with players that are subpar to what his team.
Well, he
is.
can take it from the defensive
We're-
bench
we're
by
at one-
himself.
we're
He
at
can
one
play
po-
center back and still score goals.
Where at one point you're gonna be
Oh,
like
yeah.
leaving the game. Number 10, Lionel Messi coming in 29.
I wouldn't even
Ethan
put him on.
Zubac.
That's Ethan Zubac about the greatest moment in his life. So
See-
Fucking the last 10 minutes.
Stoppage.
The last 10 minutes. Oh, and for Messi,
Okay,
Bingham.
Don't get excited. Don't get excited. You still keep the same system. You play him on the right. He's at his pace and at his skill. He's fucking universe is better
Yeah.
than any right wing we've
Nah,
had for the
no,
last
Anywhere
no,
in
you
the
don't.
offense.
No, you don't. So we said that Jonah's gone or taking the cut. No, you put him somewhere either on top or the center because you want to connect them with Pavon. You don't put him on the opposite
Yeah,
way.
I will say cam.
Yeah.
If we had to pick one, I would put him at cam.
I don't think you
Somewhere where he could always have the ball.
I
Yeah,
don't
which
think you
is
put him
cam.
at
Well, that was
cam.
your question, Angel. So where would you put him?
I'd say he'd probably go forward, and we don't. And I think we get rid of Chicha instead. That makes more sense to me.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
if that, I mean,
If it
that's
came
the,
down to it,
if that's the
yeah.
only way to do it. Yeah, of course.
Well, that makes
Trade-
more sense to me
trade
because
Chicha to,
listen,
Chicago?
I don't know if fucking Messi would even come here and play in a cam role anymore. I think he'd be more of the hey, just let me sit up top and score type of shit, right? Because that's what we're gonna pay the big bucks for, to go watch him score goals and fucking take on 10 fucking MLS type defenders, right?
Chip the
That
goalie.
absolutely, but I don't know if again, I personally don't see him playing in a cam role. I see him being in a forward role. So now thinking about it more, I think it makes sense at that point to either play 4-4-2, like Spenny said, or we get rid of Chicharito and we keep Jonah,
Trade him to
or
Chicago
whoever
Fire.
we get instead of Jonah.
Trade Chicha to Chicago Fire.
There you go.
They would totally buy him.
Yeah.
Or get him.
Yeah,
Or Colorado. Nobody likes it there. So Jeffrey
Colorado's
_
nice.
I mean, they have the plague, and mushrooms are legal, so that's cool.
You don't live there, so you don't like it that much.
Yeah. No. Jeffrey _ Reese 20 asks if a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound? It does not. Sound is perceived by humans. It causes compression and rarefaction. So if there isn't a human around to hear it, then it can not become sound.
That's
Then-
not true.
That
Animals
is,
hear sound.
That's not true. 'Cause it's
no,
sound
because
waves.
no, because
Animals hear sound.
no, but they do not perceive it as sound. So it's
We
not-
perceive it as sound.
We perceive it as sound. There you
See,
go.
sound.
Yeah, you heard that sound?
You just blew my mind.
Yeah, and an animal doesn't hear it. And it's like, oh shit, you hear that sound?
This is snag. We can talk about that off.
So, Jeffrey _ Reese 20 asked, should the MLS do the tournament even though it's half-assed?
yes,
Or should
Of
we?
course.
you have contracts to honor. It's not
have to.
about the game. It's not about putting the best quality out there. It's about putting the product out there. Period.
Just being
Oh,
responsible,
yo,
basically.
ESPN, we owe you 100 games. Well, let us get you at least 64 of them. You know, so we don't have to extend our contract past what it is.
Yeah.
Being responsible, yeah.
We don't have to give you free games later. We're gonna give you games now.
Do I think they should have been canceled? Hell yeah. Do I want to see some MLS matches? Of
Hey,
course.
it's for players too. Players weren't gonna get to earn unless they went to this tournament.
yeah.
If they stayed home or if they want to go home because they don't like the accommodations, take your 5%.
So let me answer real quick, and then I'm gonna ask the next question because it's kind of related to that. Should the MLS do the tournament even though it's half-assed? Yes, for the love of the tournament. I mean, for the love of the league, because I think it needs it to survive. So Adam Serrano asks, do you want your team to go play in Orlando? As a human, no, I do not. But as a selfish person that wants to see the G's play and take all those losses, yes.
Same. Yeah, same.
Yeah, I have no problem with any of them staying home. So if you're willing to show up and play, hell yeah, I'll take you. If you want to stay home with your family,
That's
all
cool
power
too.
to you.
Yeah, that's cool too.
Nah, man, fuck that. No, I'm kidding.
Do I want you to stay home and get your money? Absolutely. I would want the Galaxy to pay their players to stay home. But if the reality is you got to go to get paid and you're making the choice to go, more power to you. I'm going to root for you.
All I know is if I'm a player, I'm gonna want to go.
Same
So,
thing I said.
And
I'ma
if you're
go.
going to stay home because you're concerned about your health or your families,
That's
more
cool
power
too.
to you, man.
Yeah, that's cool too.
No, that's
Once
a
a
lie
G,
about
always
being
a
a
G.
player not wanting to go. I don't know if I agree. Listen, I want to go play soccer with Eddie on a fucking Monday or a Tuesday. When did we go? I didn't have to go, but I missed it so much. I'm not even getting paid, and I'm purposely going.
Yeah.
So I don't know if saying, hey, these guys, you gotta remember, some of these guys they don't have kids. They don't even have girlfriends. They just go like they're still young as shit, or some of them don't have anything.
Right.
So assuming that they all don't want to go, I think that's not correct. I think it's far-fetched as fuck. Because listen, I'm pretty sure I'd say maybe at least half of them would be game as fuck to go actually and play.
Yeah. Actually, damn, I keep forgetting who I talked to. But I brought that up too. It's just like, I'm not even a pro, dude. And just like we went on Tuesday, all it took was a simple text. I didn't offer you money. I didn't offer you $65 sandwiches. I'm like, hey, you down to go play? And like, yeah, that's all it took, dude. And it is hard to believe that a pro doesn't want to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I get also the family part of it, but like that he doesn't want to go. Seriously, if he's not going, it's porque le pegan.
Hey, you right. You right as fuck.
Yeah, I talk to you a lot. Why not?
Of course, yeah,
So there's a question in the chat that I have to address here. Eddie, if a tree in the forest falls and nobody's there around to hear it, does Chicharito finally score?
Maybe.
Man. That's a hard question, dude.
Oh my god, dude, that's fucked up. But I don't know. I don't
You
even
know what? I love
It's
Chicharito.
perceived
I love
as a
Chicharito.
goal. You perceive it as a goal.
Hey, Chicha, if you're hearing us, dude, I love you, dog. I got your back. I've been having your back, bro. Forever.
I haven't, not because it's your fault, but because the team is trash.
Robert Rios in the chat also asked how many more years of the Galaxy have playing on Spectrum. Where do they go after? By the way, me no tengo Spectrum. If it was up to me, I would love like an NBC Sports type thing because I think they do.
Yeah,
badass coverage.
NBC will be pretty
And by the way, I think it ends in 2022, right? Does anybody remember top of their head?
Yeah,
I'm not
it's 22, and then I think MLS is gonna go all ESPN.
Oh, that's right.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
They'll make deals.
That'd be
with
cool
the
too. I
local
don't mind that
market.
either.
I don't mind
Especially
eating.
what's going on right now. Like ESPN, I'm
Disney.
surprised that ESPN's giving Fox a cut of everything that's going on. I'm sure because of the contracts expanding, said, right? But yeah, I mean the facilities is all Disney and ESPN. I mean, the ESPN's. This is gonna end up being ESPN's baby, really, at some point.
It is, and this is a great opportunity
Yeah.
for them to snatch that up.
Goes back to what we were saying. Sponsored ESPN.
Yeah.
Fuck. Just put ESPN in and they're on Fox. And that's funny.
Fox
Fuck your couch. Straight up.
Logan Jones. I think this one is directed at you, Angel. Gordon Wild better than Chicha?
I mean, right now they both
same?
have 0 goals for the Galaxy, so same shit.
No, actually, we with our own eyes got to see Gordon Wild score a penalty.
Oh, you're right. So there you go. Chicharito is trash, and Gordon Wild is future.
And he cost like what?
$5?
Yeah.
$5
And change.
Oh my
Dos
God.
quetzales.
That's fucked up.
2 IOUs.
CIJD asked, what would have been the score last night? I think we were going to play Real Salt Lake, right?
6-0, 4th of July again.
We said that
less?
shit earlier, too.
3-1, dude. We would have lost.
4-2 Galaxy would have won.
We would have lost 2-1.
Nah, we fucking would have won like 10-0.
You know,
guaranteed.
Chicha with a brace, Pavon with a goal and an assist, and legit.
You know what? Who knows? Because yesterday would have been the 4th of July.
We would have remembered the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would have been a blur.
And we would have won.
Exactly.
In real life.
The fans win.
Chewy would have won.
Did you win, Chewy?
I don't remember.
See? Winner.
Chicken dinner.
Legit would have scored and taken a knee.
Damn. That's my guy.
Sorry, I'm with the boy. No offense. Hopefully none taken.
That's what's up. I'm not even going to touch that one. Hey, so...
Touch me?
I mean, I just said
Touch
that
you all
one. I
day.
didn't say you. So...
Touch me? Well, no, fuck that. You didn't respond to my 5 a.m. text. Hey, you up?
no,
Wink,
you
wink.
didn't text me, by the way.
Well, I wasn't up, so why was
He
I
was
gonna-
thinking
Whatever.
of you. He was thinking
One
of
of
you.
you two. I don't know. One of you
He was
two.
thinking of you texting Bryant.
Whatever.
That's true, yeah. Damn. That's how... See? I was thinking about you, Eddie.
Hey, so everyone watching, we appreciate it. Just so you know, there's an MLS bracket on their site, and we're working on some way to format it to make a contest, basically, where we're going to give a prize that we're also working on. If we promise you it'll be okay.
I mean, yeah, can I sign up too? Shit.
Oh, yeah, you can, but you don't get shit if you win.
If we get the prizes that we're trying to get, I better be able to sign up.
Yeah, so yeah, just we'll keep you guys updated on all our socials. So make sure you're following them, because then you'll miss out. So once again, thank you everyone for watching. If you haven't seen yet, there is a league on PlayStation 4 called Liga G96, where a bunch of pro clubs come together that are filled with nothing but Galaxy fans that play each other. And we have a segment called The Hangover, which we're about to switch off to. And I didn't ask Chewy if he was ready for it, but I should have done it before. Brian,
Can I give a shout out, though?
Yeah, go ahead,
brother.
I want to give my kids a shout out because they're
Yeah.
watching in the room.
Yes.
Yeah. And I found out why they were coming in and out, because they were wanting to see each other on TV. So that's why I came in a few times and they came in a few times because they're watching themselves on YouTube.
That's
Nice.
cool.
That's what's
Shout
up.
out, shout out.
So, hold on, sorry. Shout out to whoever sent us this. Brian should have in the ACB parentheses 2013 to present. Shit, this that Messi's coming to the Galaxy. Well, although it's just rumors. We're just kidding.
Send it to me. Send that to me.
Paren todo.
But again, we're about to switch over to the Hangover right now.
Yes.
Chewy, whenever you're ready, hit that intro. Angel, stay put, because this might be something special.
Maybe.
Hey, welcome to the Hangover. We talk all things Liga G96. I am missing Bryant here, but to my right, I have Spenny, Kidneys 13 on the field.
Spenny on the field.
Oh, it is? Shit.
Kidney
Well-
13 is
Well, it's because, you know, your name came up.
right back for the borrachos.
Yeah. What the latest acquisition as of now?
The latest signee.
Tony Royale.
Yeah. Well, actually,
Not the
actually-
latest, not the
I changed it. I changed my jersey name. Actually, I'm
He's
not
the último modelo sighting.
No, I'm not considered a T-Shark.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Mm-hmm.
T-Shark.
You're not considered
No,
T-Shark.
I'm now considered T-shirt
Now he's considered T-Shark.
in the jersey.
And on Skype call we have.
Now, the latest signing, I feel like an asshole.
Do we got to build it up?
No, don't hit the table.
Oh.
Pensaba que te había olvidado.
Yeah, so latest signing, we're announcing it now, and then I will turn in the paperwork to the league tomorrow. Angel, you worked hard in that academy program. You finally made it, bro.
Yeah. Finally, I'm no effort. I'm actually making it to the main team.
Top one of one.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
It's. I mean, I can't wait for my 30 for 30. To talk about the rise of El Conejo Malo into Borrachos AC. So that 30 for 30, can't wait. I'm gonna have all you guys, unless you guys want certain characters to be played, someone else. I mean, if you want, I don't know, Tom Holland or some shit, let me know. I got you.
Dude, I can't wait. The moment we had the struggle with your headphones and your mic, that's gonna be some real shit, dude. I hope I don't cry. All right, so this week there was no games, but there was controversy.
Controversy for I think it was like 3 weeks in a row now.
Yeah, I know, dude. We don't even fucking play, and there's
already
That's some
controversy.
crooked ass league, huh?
serio.
Who the fuck's the commissioner?
I
Don
don't-
Garber ass.
I don't know, but somebody that was heavily involved with the league left our team. So I guess if you look at it closely, it makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah. So they announced the team of the season so far. And I gotta give a big shout out to Spenny right here,
Yes.
who made the
Good
starting
shit.
made the starting right back.
Yes.
Right.
Left back, actually.
Left back.
They switched to left back.
Then that adds to the controversy. And our other very own, I believe he's in the chat as well. Swasso.
Yeah. Shout out to Swazo. Made the team of the season.
I mean, hitting those stats.
You know what I mean?
You can't.
It's cool,
And-
man.
And you want to talk
Fuck
about
yeah.
and you want to talk about stats. Oh, there was a couple starting forwards there.
Hmm.
I don't know, man. This is where the controversy happens here.
Hashtag snubbed.
Well, let's start with the keeper.
Okay.
We
We don't have one.
not ours. I mean, this is the hangover. We try to talk as much as we can about the league, but to me, Cosmos' keeper is
Yeah.
the guy.
Solid.
Yeah, he doesn't get to go. He doesn't get the nod.
I mean,
that's where it starts for me.
it started there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, I don't know their stats. Maybe they don't get that many shots on goal where he has to get that many saves. Maybe the goalie they picked has more saves overall. I know Cosmos is bragging they have 4 shutouts, right?
Yeah.
What if in those games they only took like maybe 5 or 6 shots? We've had games like that where we take only 5 or 6 shots. Unfortunately, we get like 1 out of 5 scored.
Yeah.
But we don't average that many goals or that many shots against ourselves, even without a goalie that we're playing with.
But even at that, though, I mean, we've played most of the teams, and to me, he's been the most solid keeper. To me,
You don't play offense either, though.
I don't either. I don't.
And our situation is different, both with who's in charge and coaching and everything.
Yeah.
Different squad. We have the assist leader in the league and somebody chasing the golden boot because the offense is efficient. We just got to lock down the defense and get more of the shutouts.
They got snapped.
And I was starting there, but I mean,
I just don't know the stats. If it makes sense where the other guy's getting more saves, then maybe he did earn that.
Well, one thing that would make sense to me is that, and no disrespect to you, but if you made it, then no offense to you either, then Shuin was Willis. If you ever watched this play,
Yeah.
that's the anchor.
Well, he's our captain for a reason. He's our.
We could discuss that as a team.
For me, he makes my
I'm the
defensive
captain
job way easier. I'm pretty sure he makes it easier for you. He's just that's our leader back in the back.
I think we just make it easier for ourselves. If I got considered, it's really because I only have to go 1-on-1 3 or 4 times, and usually I get 3 out of 4. 4
Yeah.
out of 4. It's true. I get caught, if anything, on the long balls. It's no secret, but come at me, right wing.
Right
but
wing.
I can trust everybody in that back line and with Tony right there.
You know what?
Right side.
Yeah.
You know what does make your job hard is somebody leaving and then missing a couple games, and they still make the cut.
Damn. Controversy, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say conspiracy.
Well, he is a good center mid. I don't know his stats, but didn't he score already and get an assist in his debut for Barcelona? As far as center mids, I mean, he is pretty up there.
I don't know, but ever since I joined the team, it seems like we've just been winning.
Oh,
True. Absolutely.
I mean, then that's the case. Then,
But see, but I don't. Like you said, he's missed games. His name is Manny Rojas. Like, how do you just,
I was gonna bring up the Manny Rojas.
Well, too bad I did.
I think it was a pot stir a little bit. If I got considered and selected, it's just because of my teammates. They just make it easy. Suazo got selected too. He plays right in front of me, so something's working there, obviously, and we're making it easier for each other to be able for him to score and for me to defend. So if you can break that, then you're welcome to try.
Straight up.
I've been confident about that right side all season long.
Right. So, to me, the biggest snub, the most controversy we have, I had to say it right because it wouldn't make sense the other way, is the striker snub. Let me ask you a question, Angel, because you haven't said anything in a while. All right. Just use logic, right? So, you're picking your best 11, right? So, you could have an argument if your Golden Boot race was pretty close. Obviously, you take number 1 as your starter. Number 2 would most likely be the guy that's right behind him or the guy right after him. It was close. But if there was a 7-goal gap between second and third, how would you skip over the second and go straight to the third?
Like you said, controversy. It's bullshit, bro. Plain and simple. It's fucking bullshit. Got snubbed.
Y'all looking at me?
Yeah, I'm just looking at you.
I don't know the deciding factors, man. I just want Sponge to end with the Golden Boot. This half season award doesn't matter either way.
Who's Sponge? Is that Buki?
That's
El Buki.
I
Buquinho.
I appreciate the graphic though. That shit was tight. But if we don't end up with a championship at the end of the season, then getting selected halfway through the season or for the full season team won't matter with the shit.
We are gonna win.
So I just like my player card and I want the championship. Hey, shout out to the guy that did the player cards.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure who did all the graphics, but you know what? We talk shit and again controversy, but dude, shout out to you guys if you made it.
Congratulations to everybody that got selected. You guys were doing something right for a reason. So no, and it's all love. I mean, we're all G's fans, and we like to banter. We talk our shit. But man, if you're able to make that team, like that's dope. You're doing something right, and and I'm glad that I got two teammates that are in that best 11.
I don't understand why I'm not in the best 11, but
I mean,
that's a conversation for another day. We can talk about that another day.
Hey, but you know what? One thing I could tell you though, that the ink is just dried. The Golden Boot's gonna be won by El Buki, and he's gonna be wearing a Borrachos uniform.
Yo,
yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. What you mean, Buki watch? There's no such thing as Buki watch.
There is no Buki watch no more. It's over. The ink is dried. The guy's here. He's a lifer now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Get it, man.
So Manny, if you're watching those $5 pizzas, ain't gonna.
You should have got extra pepperoni.
You should have got the $6 ones instead.
Should have gone to 7-Eleven, bro.
Nah, because they make you wait sometimes. That shit, that ain't it. So again, there was no action this weekend, but we're back in action, and you get to see potentially Angel's debut.
Newly signed.
If he doesn't,
Freshly signed.
If he doesn't get a hernia, this
mid-season acquisition. Last time Galaxy got, an Irishman like myself. Mid-season acquisition, Galaxy ended up champions. So I don't know. I'm not saying that we're gonna be champions, but we're gonna be champions.
Legit.
We are. I agree.
that's
I'm
what's up.
singing Queen right now. Fuck it.
Hey, if we win, you're gonna get it tatted.
Fuck yeah, Borrachos for life.
You seen that beautiful trophy? God damn.
No, actually, I haven't. I have no idea what the fuck it looks like.
All right, I'll send you a
We'll check
picture.
it
All right, cool. Is
Alright,
it like
so-
a dildo or something or what?
No. Hey, you need to relax.
Why is it always dildos? with
Yeah,
you?
seriously.
And so in a fantasy football league, the last place person gets
No,
an
we don't
actual
play that
trophy,
kind of fantasy football.
Like, dildo.
What kind of fantasy is that?
Wrong. I think you're playing it wrong.
Oh shit! You gotta check the site you sign up with, bro. So next week goes as follows. It's gonna be started off at 7 p.m. with Walnut at home taking on CD Angelinos. And again, if you guys aren't following the league or any of the teams on on Twitter, make sure you follow them so you can get the Twitch links. So
I
you can
think
watch them.
that's a 2-1. Just who gets the final result.
From them too, yeah. And both teams have been improving a lot. So I
think-
don't know if they're gonna sign anybody new, but yeah, that one should be a good one to watch.
I don't think nobody sweeps.
No. I think all the games.
I think they go back and forth.
Are gonna be one of those tightly.
What's the 8 p.m. matchup?
So the next one, the 8 p.m. matchup is Cosmos SC at home to your Borrachos.
The rematch.
Ooh. That's the game I
Let's
want.
go.
That's the game I want because I wasn't a part of the first one.
I mean, I'm on the right side. I've been saying it all season. It ain't gonna change this game.
We,
so,
we,
you know?
we. On
Hey,
the
hey,
right
they're
side.
good.
If you guys,
They're good.
I believe they were saying that the other 3 defenders on the team was all Cosmos, right?
I mean, 4 shutouts for a reason.
Right? Is there? I think I took their left back spot. I think that's right. So just
4 shutouts for a reason, bro. It's gonna be hard for us to get our game going, but I mean, the last time that we played them, I think we were pretty solid. And I think we've only been improving.
I welcome the challenge, man. I'm on the right side. I'm not shy about it.
We are on the right side.
Tony and I are on the right side.
And what a way to throw Angels at the deep end, huh?
On your left side, just so there's no mistake. Your left side, our right side.
Yeah, Angel's gonna have to play a match. You know, that's a really good team.
Yeah, we're throwing them into the fire if this is the
Yep.
case.
I heard that they're trash though.
Well, yeah, after that latest signing, of course. Who can
Who did they sign?
Oh, Bad Bunny himself. Hey, your cameras are good.
No, I'm talking about the other team.
Yeah, they signed Conejo Malo. I don't know who that is though.
Hey, your cameras are good. I can see Angel sweating, dude. It's so high def.
Who's the 9 p.m. matchup?
9 p.m. Pineapple Brats at home to Barcelona. Why did you smile? Why'd you give?
Why you look at me first?
I'll go pineapple on that one.
Yeah, I think they take for sure 2 games. They might sweep.
Nah, I mean they signed a new person
Who signed
who
the
kind
new
of Barcelona, who you know,
Oh.
we know who he is. We know what he could do on the pitch, virtual pitch. It should be another one that's not gonna be, another tight match. I think they do have their best 11 forward in there, so he was in the best 11.
He was the best in them for a reason, I guess.
I think 2-1 pineapple.
2-1 pineapple. You didn't say what we're gonna do. What are we gonna do?
What are we gonna do? I think we'll
Winning.
go. I think we'll go 2-1.
We're gonna
think,
fucking smash, baby.
I don't think either squad.
Damn.
Respect to both squads. I don't think either squad can maybe pitch 3 shutouts and win all 3 games.
If we don't get
It
3
shouldn't be a
points,
sweep.
if we don't get 3 points, we're getting 2 points.
Yeah, I don't think it's a sweep across the
Well,
board.
we're gonna go
anybody.
for them because we already know how they play.
I think
They're
it's
tough. They're
It's
a
gonna
tough
be a
team.
2-1 affair. I don't think we're gonna get swept. I don't think they got 4 clean sheets for a reason.
Nah,
you know?
man. Hey, get at us. We're on the right side.
So yeah, Angel says we're gonna bust a Jonah and smash.
What's the points? What's the table right now?
So going into the next week, Cosmos is in front with 12 points. Borrachos in second with 9
Hey.
points. Followed by Pineapple Brats actually with 9 points, and Borrachos are up by 5 goals in goal differential. Fourth place in the last playoff spot is Walnut Park SC with 7 points, followed by Angelinos with 5 and Barcelona with 4. I mean, there could be some shakeups this
This week
weekend.
coming up,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, if if Angel's right and Borrachos smash, that ties you up with first place. And
I mean,
the
we're
goal
gonna try,
differential
bro.
will swing.
We're gonna play our hardest.
So we're tied for pineapple with for second. Just goal differential has ahead, right? Is that right?
That's it.
Interesting.
Hey, so again, thank you everyone for watching. And if you do not follow Liga G96, make sure you follow them on Twitter. Make sure you follow all the teams. Trust me, it's a lot of fun. The chat even,
Yeah.
it's fun.
Let's go.
Yeah. And Angel, thank you very much for being here. And
As usual, man.
You're
We
gonna,
love having you on.
You're gonna kill it in your debut. That bench is nice and comfortable. Trust me.
Listen, I know how to peel oranges. I got you. I know how to put the straw on the Capri Sun. Perfect.
So you can
Best right back ever.
So you can hit the straw on the Capri Sun in just one try.
One try, baby.
Ooh.
That's how easy I find the hole.
So I'm gonna text you right after this. Happy birthday again to you, Chewy, man.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yes. It sucks that we could have celebrated the stadium, but I hope you had a good time.
We kind of did.
Yeah, we did actually.
Yeah,
It started
we
at the
did.
stadium, and it ended the way it always does.
I don't remember.
Exactly.
So thank you everyone for watching. You can find me on Instagram as Eddie_Nags. You can find me on Twitter all together, Eddie Nags. Bryant.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter as Bryant Nags. My PSN is Bryant Nags. And if you guys are in the chat right now, hit that like on the video. You know, help us out with the algorithm.
The algorithm stuff. I'm on Twitter under Spenny Bayless.
Span Bayless.
And as far as Liga G96, I'm on the right side for the Borrachos AC.
That's the ball.
And I'm Tony Royale, Tony_Royale, whether it's IG or Twitter, same thing, same anything. You got me right there.
Chuyazo.
Hey guys, as for me, you guys can find me as ChavezJA on both Twitter and Instagram. ChavezJA, pretty simple, pretty easy.
And I'm going to thank you again, Angel. Angel, if you want to shout out your show, because I know you don't like them, you can shout them out and let them know where they can find you as well.
Nah, man, fuck straight from the stands.
What can they find
but you guys can catch us live on YouTube Monday nights at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll be on tomorrow. For any reason we're not, we'll put it across socials. But yeah, catch me on Straight from the Stands Monday nights at 9 p.m.
That's what's
There
up.
it is.
And then you can find him on the field somewhere next Saturday. So
Somewhere.
he's going to make that best,
Yeah.
or find him at the end of the season on that best 11.
Yeah.
Facts. Facts. Fuck.
For Bryant, Spenny, Tony, Chewy, Angel, my name's Eddie. We're out of here. Keep on nagging.
Keep on nagging.
Keep on nagging.